possession in there.
And they bring in pressure as well, and they get it knocked down. Here's going the distance for a touchdown.
Oh, well,
hello everybody, and welcome to the Season's Over podcast. Where three dumbasses talk about things that they like. My voice is gone. If I don't know how, as soon as I joined a call, it's just left me. So yeah, I apologize in advance. But introduce yourself, guys, and you know what? To this week's episode, I like to get the people watching and get to know you guys a little better. Tell us your favorite Pokemon. I think that's a good one. Who doesn't like Pokemon?
Favorite?
me.
Pokemon.
I'm not a fan of Pokemon, but I'm Josh, and my favorite Pokemon, as basic as it is, everyone loves themselves with Bulbasaur.
Mm-hmm.
That's respectable. That's respectable. My favorite.
Bro's cute.
Don't call me cute.
Yo, there's so many Pokemon, man.
I know you're a Heatran enjoyer.
Yeah, but that's legendary. That don't count.
That counts.
No, doesn't count.
I was gonna say a mythical.
Yeah, you're gonna say Marshadow.
Yeah.
Non-legendary,
Mhm.
non-mythical. I'd probably say Piplup.
Piplup, okay.
Yeah,
For
I
my
love it.
non-legendary, I'll go. I'm Nick, by the way. I'll go Dragonite. And for my legendary, I'll go Marshadow. The non-legendary is subject to change, though. Legendary, I don't think so. I think Marshadow is my favorite. But hello, everybody. Welcome. Not much happened this week in the sports world, or only the Super Bowl. What? Who even watched the Super Bowl anyway?
Yeah, guys,
And
only
the
the
trade
Super
deadline.
Bowl.
And the trade deadline for the NBA.
True,
Come on.
true. But more importantly, I have to mute my Discord. More importantly, what was I gonna say? More
You mean-
importantly, Super
You mean
Bowl.
less important, Super Bowl. Nobody
Hey,
gives a fuck
I
about
know.
that. Especially with the teams that were in it.
Hey.
Like those two teams don't have fans. Come on.
Okay, hold on. Let me.
Who the script writers of this
Ooh,
year?
Wait a minute. Isn't Nick a Seahawks fan?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Nick,
because
wouldn't you like
that's
to give a
because he's-
word out?
That's because he stopped being a Jets fan and switched sides.
Okay.
Hey,
hold on.
it's
Let me-
okay. It's okay.
Let me
At the end of the day, Nick,
explain my
Tell me
thought
how you
process.
feel.
Yo,
How does
Josh,
it feel, Nick?
you don't gotta throw me a layup like that, brother. All right, I know. This is episode 6. I'm a pro at this now.
This episode,
Look,
not 6.
is this
It's
6?
5.
It's 5.
This is
Oh,
5.
it's 5.
This
Never
is
mind. I'm not a pro yet. Look, I was a Jets fan, but it was only because my dad put it on the TV as a kid, right? So the only football I watched was from the point of view of the Jets team. And eventually, in my freshman year of high school, I started losing interest in football. And so when I started getting back to it in like 2016, 2017, I think it was 2017 season, I started getting back into it. And I found myself not really liking the Jets. I mean, I would watch their game, and it wasn't the fact that they were losing. It was just the fact that the team, to me, it felt more like my dad's favorite team than my favorite team. And so when I didn't really have as much joy in watching them as I did with Seattle. And I always liked Seattle, so even from the Legion of Boom days, I really did. So when I started when I started to like get into football again, I realized like, look, I don't think the Jets really represent me and who they aren't the team I see myself being a fan of forever, you know. And eventually I just enjoyed watching the Seahawks more. And I mean, look, I this doesn't just feel like my dad's team anymore. This feels like a team that I enjoy watching, a team I like. Like, this feels like me in a weird way that I can't explain. Like, this team represents me in a way. And like, I relate to a lot of the things about this team and its personality. And I mean, when you look into the aspects of the native culture, the logos from, you know, the crowd, the 12, you know, the culture, the players, everything. Okay, true. But everything about this team is like, to me, it just, I love every part of it. And so seeing my team like win a championship, man, I wake up every day with a smile on my face. It is such like a freeing feeling, like I'm floating. Like, if something bad happens, I'll be upset about it for like 10 minutes, and then I'll hear a Bad Bunny song, and it'll just remind me, oh yeah, Seahawks won the Super Bowl. And I'm just over the moon. I'm thinking about it always. I'm in such a good mood. Smile on my face constantly. And it'll last until the first game of the season. And then I'll get frustrated again. But
live, laugh, love, Sammy boy. I'm so happy for him, man.
Yeah, I mean, he didn't even need to do that much either, you know. Look, Sam Darnold's a great quarterback. He's definitely more than just a system manager. I don't think he gets enough props because he's like how do I put it? He doesn't get enough props because he's a pocket passer. So, like, he's not going to ever be in the elite tier of Josh Allen, Joe Burrow. Well, I suppose Joe Burrow is actually a pocket passer too. But look, again, I'm not arguing he's elite either. But I mean, nowadays in the NFL, I don't think you need an elite quarterback to win a Super Bowl. I just think you need an elite defense and an elite team around him. And, you know, Darnold, you know, he busted those ghosts.
Yeah, he played, I'd say, decent, but you know, MVP went to K9 for a reason. That man balled out.
He did.
Yeah, he's getting himself a big contract.
I don't think anybody expected K9 to have the game he did.
But then again, he did it throughout the playoffs too.
But I still think the MVP is the kicker.
Look, he had a case for it.
No.
I would also like to shout out the punter.
The punter as well.
Oh my God, he did great.
Kept getting that field position for the Patriots inside the 10, inside the 5, inside the 10, inside the 5.
I actually just think we should give it to every player on defense.
No, just the kicker.
Yeah, true. That's a kicker.
He had 17 points.
That is
he
true.
Had the most
Super
field
Bowl
goals
record
in Super Bowl history. He had also, I don't even know if you guys know this, he had the most points this year.
Yeah, he did.
By any player of all time in a single season.
This year too, yeah.
Yeah. In the regular season, he had the most points.
See, I don't know whether to be upset with that or not, because it feels like that just means we're not finishing out drives. I mean, at this point, it doesn't matter because, you know, we won it all. Yes, but
season is over, and the Seahawks are the champs.
Yeah.
Say that again?
I think your mic cut out. I didn't hear you.
Say that again?
Say, huh? You keep cutting out, brother.
Who's the
I didn't hear
champions?
what you said.
Who are the champions?
I might need to buy a new
Ooh.
headset. I
All
don't
right, you know, I would like to just say the quality of the game itself may not have been the most fun to watch.
Oh, it was great for me.
I get that. I do. But the defenses were amazing. But even the Patriots defense was really good. Christian Gonzalez was absolutely awesome.
Yeah, if the Patriots
Making
won,
play
he was the
after
MVP.
play. The Seahawks defense was amazing. I will say the rookie Will Campbell
Struggle.
does need to work on his game a little bit.
I don't.
Though he is getting
I
a
don't-
bit, I think he's getting a bit overhated. I understand that he may
agree.
have single-handedly sold that team, but like,
It was the
you
entire.
know, he's
line.
a rookie at the end of the day.
It was the entire line.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I don't know who came out and said it. Like one of the Seahawks linemen, they had a tell on all the guards.
It was
and tackles.
Love or tackles or
Yeah, it was
The
love.
tackle. It was the tackles and guards that they had a tell on.
oh okay.
I guess
that
Mike
wasn't Love.
McDonald pointed it out.
Huh.
And so
Jared
they-
Wilson would look at whoever he's like blocking on that play, like before the snap.
So they kind of knew where to expose that line, and it just so happened to be favored on Will Campbell's side. Like they threw corner blitzes, safety blitzes, linebacker blitzes.
Well, the left
To be
side
fair,
has been
Will
weak
Campbell
throughout.
himself has been really bad in the playoffs.
I mean, yeah. I was just gonna say the left side has been the left side of the offensive line for the Patriots has been really weak all playoffs. And
I would like
while we're on the topic of the Patriots offense, I feel like I would be amiss to bring out the point. I don't know if you guys have seen the stat flowing around, but out of, I believe it was the 52, 53 drives they had this postseason, they have a point, I think, I don't know what the stat is, but points per drive was basically 1 point something. I don't have the exact stats above me. But the point is, they scored less per drive than the
Well, that's the point, isn't it?
2017 Cleveland Browns that went 0-16.
Well, like I said, their defense kind of carried them through the playoffs. I mean, obviously the offense was amazing in the regular season.
And you said
But,
Joe Burrow got carried. That's a carry job.
Joe Burrow definitely did.
Not that bad.
Maybe not that bad, but you know,
If you look at the last 10 years of, I'd say like 15 years of Super Bowl winners, they all had elite defenses.
Yep.
except for the Chiefs the first time.
That is, Chiefs have always had a good defense because they have Steve Spagnuolo.
There's a difference between good and elite.
I'd say an
Yeah.
elite defense is a top 7 defense every year.
No, you're being too
a
nice
given
for
year.
elite. You're being too nice for an elite defense.
Well,
An elite
okay.
defense is top 3 at worst.
I'm in the middle of both of you guys. I think if you have a top 5 defense, that's elite.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah, I
it's
consider
also that's also subjective. Like there could be a year where defenses just aren't as great. Even some of the best ones are kind of like prone to being exposed. I think
Well, I'm just like
the Seahawks. I genuinely, to me, there was only 3 elite defenses this year,
Seattle, Broncos, Texans.
and they faced them all: Texans, Seattle, Broncos.
I'd argue. I know Seattle was actually ranked. I think.
I think
third,
Chargers
right?
had an elite defense too.
Nah, they
No.
were really good defense in my eyes.
They weren't elite though.
I think you guys are wrong.
They were under the radar good.
Okay,
but
then
they weren't
what
like,
made them elite?
Their ability to not let the offense score the goddamn football.
Yep.
Yes, but could you elaborate more? What were the strengths on, the Chargers defense that you think makes them elite?
It was just overall team play. They didn't allow teams to score.
Who are their
if you-
corners?
If you look, Josh, it doesn't. You're going like off of players. I'm going off of overall.
I'm going
defense.
off of players and how yes, but I don't think the Patriots had an elite defense. I think they played extremely well.
I'll agree.
They played
with Josh
almost
on
at an
that.
elite level towards the end, and I think that those two defenses are really close. But I don't think it was enough for me to be like, these are elite defenses. These are really good defenses. Defenses I would want if I were in the playoffs. Like, if I were trying to make a run of the playoffs, it's not like a defense that's
So
gonna
you
sell
wouldn't.
me.
So you wouldn't want the Chargers defense?
I said I'd want the Chargers defense. I just don't think it was elite.
And I disagree.
Okay,
So I would like to say, Michael, back to what I was going to say though. Seattle, ultimately, like you said, K9 was going. I did call the AJ Barner touchdown though.
did you?
I did. Absolutely. Last week I was like, AJ Barner is going to surprise you guys.
I don't think
We
that
can
was
we can roll
surprising.
out the clips.
I don't think that was
Especially-
surprising. I think that's expected from your number one tight end.
I don't think it's expected because he's
Not
not
when you
a
have
household
JSN.
name.
And Cooper
I
Kupp.
maybe because I'm a Seahawks fan, but I mean,
Cooper
Kupp
Kupp is extremely solid.
he's been
Jason
really
got
good
shut
all year.
down.
AJ Barner has been
And
really good all year.
And shout out to the random guy that pops out every year, Matt Collins, for that big touchdown. In
He
the
had a
end of the
bad game other than that one drive, though.
Was it a bad
was-
game or was
I
it
know.
just
I was
quiet?
watching film. He was like really lazy with routes.
To be fair, to cut him some slack, was there really time for him to run his routes?
Yes, and that's another thing I did want to talk about was Drake May in this game. He played horrible. It was one of the worst.
He was not good.
One of the worst performances by a quarterback. But here's where I'll cut him some
Justin
slack.
Herbert's was worse.
I'm talking about in the Super Bowl.
Uh,
Yeah, Justin Herbert hasn't even sniffed one yet. But here's where I'm gonna give slack here. When we watched the game, I noticed he would hold the ball so long, right? And I'm thinking, why is he doing that? You go back and look, there's nobody open. There just isn't.
and
And the D-line bullies their way through a weak offensive line, which, they'll send blitzes that get there. I think Witherspoon had like almost 2 sacks, basically. Like, Witherspoon's a fucking corner,
yeah.
So it's designed blitzes, designed defensive schemes, and it's just Drake May being laid on some throws as well. He wouldn't.
He was
be
also
as-
very inaccurate.
That too, but he just wouldn't release it quick enough. He would hesitate, and then the defense would be there. And Darnold didn't play that good of a game either. I mean, the pass rush for the
He wasn't bad, and he
Patriots-
was good at escaping.
No, he played a very good game. He played good enough to win the game. I'd say more he didn't lose the game, which is what you want, right? I mean, when your defense is playing the way they were, you just don't want to lose the game, and yeah, you'll be fine. And you know what? Shout out Anthony Bradford. Actually had a solid game for his standards. So, I'll give credit where credit's due. But
Sorry.
no, you go.
I was gonna say I think Sam played pretty solid. Like, because the biggest concern with Sam is he turns the ball over, and there's times where he just can't get out of his head.
Yeah,
And then he's had footwork problems in the past too.
true.
All of that did not exist on Sunday, not at all. He looked, his ability to evade.
It hasn't existed,
almost
I'd say,
flawless.
at all this playoffs.
It was
either.
it was honestly the best I've seen out of him. Like his ability
these
to
past
evade.
2 games, yeah.
Right. He wasn't really, making the throws, I will say.
He
But
didn't need to though.
He
That's the
he
thing.
made enough throws to win that game.
I mean, look,
his
Christian
defense
Gonzalez
and
played the game
K9.
of his life. Christian Gonzalez
Right.
played the game of his life. If the
But
Patriots won
Christian
that
Gonzalez also isn't
he was
guarding
the
every
MVP.
receiver.
No,
Right.
but he was guarding Sammy Boy's favorite target.
who also,
Right,
by the way,
and
you
Sammy
say he
Boy
locked
was
him
able
down.
to.
He was out for a whole quarter on concussion protocol.
He
by the
still
way,
locked him down for 3 quarters.
look,
Right,
he made
he
good
did.
plays, but they were doubling him.
And before the
They were
concussion, he
doubling
still
him.
got locked down.
They were
He
doubling.
did.
Double it or not, that's part of the game. He got locked down.
True.
But
he
it
did.
felt like the second guy that was there just was there. It didn't feel like he made an impact.
In
Yeah,
all
like-
fairness, the whole offense got locked
Gonzalez
down
was
other than
breaking out.
K9, though. Like, the
Drake
offense
May-
was so...
Cup had a pretty good game.
Drake May kind of just looked like a rookie quarterback out there.
I mean, that's what the Seattle defense does to people, though.
Well, it's just when you get pressured over like play after play after play, like you're gonna get tired.
That and
Like,
no
look
one's
at
open.
Antsy too.
Look at what happened to Mahomes when he faced the Buccaneers.
Right.
Mahomes didn't look like Mahomes. Mahomes looked like he was a scared child
And he's
running for his
and he
life.
still looks like the best player on the Chiefs that day.
Yeah,
And he was running for his life every play.
Right.
sure. But he
only
he was actually...
with May is hold on, Nick. The only
sorry.
difference with May is May didn't run. he just got hit. He
True.
at least
Right.
Mahomes was trying to scare you away, but May was just like, nah, I'll let Ernest Jones hit me.
Yeah.
Owosu, you want the ball? Take it, run it back.
I mean, Mahomes also, would actually, it felt like actually play. It felt like Mahomes, if Mahomes wasn't there, I feel like it would have went a lot worse for them, right? And it's just
Right.
like, he obviously elevated that offense in that situation. He was the best player on the field. With Drake May, I don't think I could say that this Super Bowl. I think he was scared, not scared, but he was definitely shaken. And I think Drake May is a great quarterback, and I think he will be really good in the NFL. But there's a reason why the only quarterback to put up numbers on the Seattle defense was the MVP of the league. And that's because the Seattle defense is the best in the NFL.
I don't know. Didn't Max Brosmer put up big numbers?
Didn't Philip Rivers
Yeah, big pick numbers. And no,
Didn't
Philip
Phillip
Rivers had
Rivers-
100 yards.
Yeah, and he only lost by 2 points.
Yeah, because our offense was shitting the bed.
Nope. See, now you're
Hey,
making
hey,
excuses.
buddy,
I'm
we
just
won the
saying
Super
Phillip
Bowl.
Rivers-
We won the Super Bowl. They want to hear it. We won the
Just
Super
saying,
Bowl. We're
I'm just
champions.
saying, Philip Rivers got up off his couch and dotted you up for 100 yards.
Look, that was a very bad
100
game.
yards isn't impressive.
when
Yeah,
when
also
you
Hall
sit
of
on your
Fame,
couch
right.
for 5 years coaching a high school team, yes, it is.
Bro, did you forget the part where he played in the NFL for about 20 years?
Yeah, are we forgetting the fact that this was a Hall of
he-
Fame ballot?
Do you think he was-
95-yard touchdown.
that's the best play. It's the best play he's ever had. Ever had.
Hey, and he also put some
93-yard touchdown. Ref, I just
In
helped him
the
up
face
into
of
that
the guy
offense.
that helped him up is crazy.
I will
Anyways.
talk shit. I will.
True. Great shit talker. Honestly, top 10 shit talker all time. But
Oh, yeah.
this leads me to all-time
Number one for
rankings.
quarterbacks for sure.
Where do we rank Seattle, the 2025 Seattle Seahawks team on all-time teams list?
I don't know. I have to rank all the all-time teams. I'm not going to lie.
Okay, I've been seeing. Here's what I'll see. I forgot what rank it was. I think it might have been point differential. I'm not sure. But I probably should have these stats pulled up for these episodes. But for this
There's no
episode,
way
bear
they're
with me.
top 10.
They are 7th in point
There's
differential
no
all time.
way.
I think.
Honestly,
Oh,
I understand
Maybe,
their
maybe
offense.
point differential, but I don't think they're top 10 team of all time.
I have to look more into historic teams to be able to make a judgment on that. But out of the teams I watched, I don't know, because to me it feels like the Seahawks felt like they were always the underdogs to me, because I was always like, the Rams just are better. They're more higher octane on offense. And yeah, their defense, their secondary wasn't very good, but I thought their front seven was enough. So it's kind of hard because, I guess at the end of the day, Seattle was the best team. And I think that but I also believe that if you switch, Sam Darnold with, CJ Stroud, the Texans win that game. If you switch Sam Darnold with, I don't know, Drake May, the Patriots have a better shot at winning that game.
What happened?
I don't know if that's necessarily true. With the Patriots one?
Okay, 2025 Seattle Seahawks are the number 4 team by DVOA since 1972? And for
Is that when
people
they
who
started
don't know-
recording stats?
or 1978, sorry.
Okay.
It's like they're number 4, but I would believe that's
Okay.
since. So that's defense. That also stands for defense adjusted value over average, which is basically just how good your defense is.
Their
And,
defense was amazing. They had a star on every level of that defense. The Seahawks.
yeah. So again,
From Spoon, Imanwari,
Mhm.
Lawrence, and Williams. Derek Hall, I think his
You
name
guys-
is. He played an awesome
Yeah.
game.
Do you guys think it's a top 10 team of all time?
I would consider them.
I borderline.
I would consider them I would consider them if I were to put together a list.
Okay, if
I don't
they
know,
were,
I've been
I don't
thinking for
think
these
so.
last couple of minutes, and like I could think of a couple of teams that I don't think they're better than.
I see. Look, I don't think they're
Right.
top
Of course,
10
there's always
either.
going to be those teams.
I
For
think
starters,
Legion of
the
Boom,
Dolphins and the Patriots.
Dolphins,
Patriots,
Patriots,
2020
2007. No,
The 2020 Bucks, yeah.
no.
2020 Bucks, yes.
No.
Yes,
The 2017
How?
the 21 Rams.
because
No.
their defense was very good.
They
and
were not ranked
also-
number 1. Seattle's is ranked
and
number
also
1.
and also their offense was very, very
Loaded.
good.
I think
They were
Seattle.
loaded on both
No,
sides.
I think the Seattle team is better than that Bucks team. And I also think
I
that Seattle
I
team is better than
disagree.
that Rams team as well.
The 2010 Steelers.
No, because
Nah.
they lost.
Jets should have beaten them. I'll go with the 2010 Jets.
Okay.
They lost in the Super Bowl, but like I think that's a better team
I
than
think-
the 2025.
I think you
Seahawks.
gotta win a Super Bowl if you want to be called better.
That's
Okay, so
God.
There's
2010
only a
Packers.
couple team. There's only a couple teams I'll consider.
Oh, the Broncos, the 2012.
Legion of Boom.
Legion of Boom. Yep.
That's I'll consider Legion of Boom. I'll
2000
consider
Ravens.
2007 Patriots, 2000 Ravens. No, because their offense sucked.
Lost
They
some
didn't need
score
one.
30 in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, but their defense was better than the Seahawks.
Well, as of right now, I think that.
What do
could
you mean?
change.
Nothing's gonna change.
Nothing. The season's
If-
over, bud.
No, I mean if this defense has longevity, I think this defense could be top 3 all time. If this defense does what it did again next year,
Okay, if you're talking about in a
In
a
recent time,
long run, you're talking about in a long run of time.
no.
not
I'm just talking about the
season.
defense in general. I only say that because they had Trent Dilfer as their quarterback. Like I don't see that Ravens team all around. They won
Yeah,
the Super
but one
Bowl.
player
So,
isn't a whole team.
yeah,
true,
they won
but
a Super Bowl.
but that's like half the game.
they won a Super Bowl.
They did, but they
And
also
you
versed
just
the
said
defensive
earlier
dominant
in the
team.
pod that teams don't need to have an elite quarterback to win a Super Bowl. They just need an elite.
No,
defense.
true. I mean, that's true. I'm not arguing the fact that they didn't win the Super Bowl. I'm just saying, if I'm going to rank a team all time best, I don't know how comfortable I feel doing
2000
that.
Ravens.
I don't know how comfortable I feel doing that when Trent Dilfer was their quarterback, though, is what I'm saying. Here's what I'll say. I'll say Tom Brady's 2007 Patriots. I'll say the Bears in '85.
The Dolphins?
The Cowboys dynasty. The Dolphins team. Legion of Boom team.
Ooh. You can make an argument that this Seattle team is better overall as a team than the Legion of Boom.
No, because I think
I don't think it is.
I don't think so. Not yet. I need to see
I
it
think
again.
that there's some, but I also think you guys have some nostalgia bias.
No,
No.
look,
No.
I'm saying this as a Seahawks fan.
I think the Legion of Boom's offense was better.
I think-
and I think their defense was.
I'd
also
say
better.
arguably our
I
offense
don't
is
think. I
better.
think this current defense is better than Legion of Boom.
Well, okay,
While that Legion of Boom had more star
there
power.
has to be longevity though, because the Legion of Boom was the top
I'm talking about
defense in
on
the
a
league.
1 year defense.
The
Yeah, I'm
thing with the
taking
Legion of
Legion of
Boom
Boom.
though was they were elite and the best defense in the league for 3 years straight. That's why the Legion of Boom in my opinion, is better because they've been there for 3 years.
Right.
If Seattle
But-
goes and does this again, then absolutely, I think they're better. But right now, there's a lot of young names who aren't stars yet. Which,
Like
again,
who?
there's no particular star on Seattle's defense. That's why it's so good, because everyone's
not
a
true.
superstar.
That's not true.
When you
There's
talk
stars on
about
that
elite,
defense.
when you think about
There's a
elite,
difference between a star and an elite player.
I'm talking about I'm talking about a star.
Yes.
Yeah, I know there's a different. Hold on. What I'm saying is this. All right. I think we need to see more longevity. I'm gonna be honest. Yeah, there's not a lot of stars
To
there,
be better than the Legion
but
of Boom.
every single
That's
player
fine. I
is
can
elite.
get behind that.
That's why I think it can be better, because they might not have the star power, but every single player plays like they're a superstar, and it's just
So
like
doesn't that make them superstars?
no, because they're not like a household name, is what I'm saying. They're not like. It's not like, yeah, I'll lock
I
you
don't
down.
Dude,
no one.
Spoon, Eman Worry,
Spoon,
Leonard
Eman Worry
Williams.
is becoming
We all
there.
knew they were great. DeMarcus Lawrence.
Leonard
we
Williams,
knew he
we
was
did
really
not.
good.
Leonard Williams was not a household name before this year.
Yes, he was.
Not-
Yes, he was.
Not a
he was.
superstar.
Bro was a beast when he was on the Giants.
When I think
on the Jets.
superstar, I'm talking about like
Yeah, you're talking about X Factor players.
yeah, like
You're talking about
genuinely
elite players.
the people who you know,
Or top 5 in their
Sexy
position.
Dexy, you know, is an elite D tackle, or not elite, sorry, superstar D tackle, because everyone knows him. If you think, like, I'm talking about just popularity, star power.
I don't think popularity is dependent on a player's star power.
I'm talking. Your
I
definition
get
of
what
star
you're
power.
saying.
Your definition of star power is different than me. My
Right, 'cause
definition
I
of
don't
star
care how
power is
popular
popularity.
you are.
I don't care either. What I'm trying to say is that they don't have that star power, but they all play like they should be superstars.
Right.
Is what I'm trying to
They do.
say. Like
And
they,
I think
they are all elite.
right, and I think guys like Ernest Jones and Julian Love, they aren't that great. Like, you know,
Ernest
like
Jones is
superstars,
great.
but they're stars.
That no,
Like, I mean, Ernest Jones was all. I'm pretty sure he was like at least borderline all pro.
he was. Yeah, I don't know, but Ernest. You could say that with Love. You could say that with Reek Willen. You can't say that about Ernest Jones. He fucking led the team in tackles and was basically the QB on defense.
Well, that's what the linebackers ideally are, and that's why you know, the Seahawks were able to win. They had a good leader. They got him for a bag of chips,
True.
and
And we drafted
ultimately-
most of the team members too. We
Yeah.
drafted most of them.
the only guys you didn't draft were Williams, Ernest Jones, and Lawrence that I could think of at least.
Mark, what do you think about
And
where
Love.
do you
And Love.
why do you think the Legion of Boom is better?
They're secondary.
That's
Shut
fair.
everybody down.
I was gonna say that makes a lot of sense.
But their pass rush
Yeah.
wasn't as good as this Seahawks team is.
That's why I picked.
This pass rush is better. Yes, but I don't think the pass defense is near the Legion of Boom's pass defense.
I think it is. I think it is close, but like obvious. I don't think they're better.
See,
I think that
And
you know.
and also like nobody on this year's Seattle's team puts fear into offensive players' hearts like the Legion of Boom did. Like nobody did a quick slant in the middle of the field because you would get killed
in all fairness,
by-
rules
by
don't allow for
Browner,
that now.
by Wagner, by by
True.
Sherman, by Earl Thomas. But like there were some heavy hitters on that team.
Well, yeah, true, but
That's
also
why
at the
I
same
also
time,
mentioned the 2010 Steelers because like they basically caused the player safety initiative.
yeah, but I
by
don't
the
think that makes
way-
the team better.
By the way, I would take the
No.
2007 Steelers over the 2010 Steelers.
Like the 2007-2008 season.
The team that won.
Yeah,
The team that won.
I'll agree with that.
Because they had, James Harrison. They had
So did
Santonio Holmes.
Shout out.
They had a better offense.
They had a better offense. I was just going off of defense.
True.
Right.
Also,
right, but we were talking about teams overall at the time.
I think when it comes to Legion of Boom, I think the discrepancy at secondary is smaller than the discrepancy of pass rush, if you get what I'm saying. I think the pass rush on the 2025 Seahawks, on the dark side, as they call it, I think the pass rush for that team is more better than the pass rush on the Legion of Boom, than the dark side, than the Legion of Boom secondary to the dark sides, if that makes sense. Did that make sense at all?
Yes, yes, that does.
Yeah.
And then I'm sure it's mutual. We can agree that this offense was better than that offense.
Yeah, I'd say so. I mean, Doug Baldwin was great.
Russ was a rookie.
No, he wasn't.
He wasn't.
Yeah, he was a rookie.
He wasn't top 5 Russ until after the Legion of Boom was destroyed. I
feel like this offense just has so much stars on it as well. I mean, I don't know. It's hard for me to find a weakness on this team other than maybe we need more corners and maybe we need more O-line. But
you guys could definitely use another weapon.
So I'm looking at like comparative stats.
Mm-hmm.
And so 2013 Legion of Boom. Okay.
Yeah.
They had 44 sacks. This year Seattle had 47. So this year Seattle had a couple more sacks. But in takeaways, 2013 Legion of Boom had 39 to Seattle's 18 this year.
How many punts did this team force compared to them?
That's an odd stat for me to look up.
Yeah, I don't think that's a stat.
It's definitely a stat.
Wouldn't that just be points though?
Points? No.
60 times this year. Compared to 77 times in 2013.
Okay. All right.
Huh.
There we go.
I see. Yeah, right now Legion of Boom is better, but I think,
and they only allowed 172 passing yards per game.
Oh wow,
and
that's crazy! Actually,
17 points per game.
Yeah. Again, I also think they have longevity as well.
Sorry, 14.4 points per game.
Legion of Boom did?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's absurd. Okay, I think we're all forgetting how good the Legion of Boom was.
Yeah.
Look,
I will say
they forced 8 punts and a fumble on the first drive in the Super Bowl against Denver.
I know. I was gonna say. I know we talked about him. But Will Campbell definitely was one of the best defensive players of that game.
Sure. Seahawks.
Yeah, just a reminder.
Super Bowl MVP for the Seahawks. No, before we move on to my next question about the Super Bowl, I just want to bring up this point. Fuck, I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh no. See, I think the dark side, right? This Seattle team, I think they have a shot to be better than the Legion of Boom. I just think they need to do what they did this year for the next couple of years. They need to be the best defense, not only this year, but next year, the year after that, and consistently be one of the best defenses. And that kind of transitions to my next question is dynasty. I know everyone likes to throw this word around after a new team wins the Super Bowl. We were talking about it with the Eagles last year. And I guess we're talking about it now because Seattle, all of their players are coming back.
And
nobody's leaving.
The third most cap space, I think.
Well, yeah. So I get a big chunk of that better be used on Kenneth Walker. But again, they have a lot of pieces coming back. And this team historically drafts better than most teams We have the same GM that we've had since the Legion of Boom in John Schneider, who's been incredible. And we have Mike McDonald, who is basically the Sean McVay of defense. So at what point
I'll say is it's hard to make it back to the final dance.
True.
Right. There's oftentimes people don't make it back. It is very rare somebody makes it back.
More times than not.
True.
I mean, in the last 20 years, it's been 5 to 7 quarterbacks that have made it.
Right.
Like it might be a little bit less than 20 years, maybe 15 years. But
15 years, at least on the AFC side. It has only been like 7 teams.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is what I'm saying is like for the past 20 years.
It is hard to go back. Now.
I was saying, that's
like.
I disagree. I think if you make it,
Seattle has a good chance. It's hard to make it back.
But I also feel like we've seen so many teams go back. Like Eagles,
we
twice,
really haven't.
Niners,
we've seen the
twice,
same
Rams twice.
Niners twice, two different quarterbacks. Eagles twice, two different quarterbacks.
We're not talking about quarterback, and that's not true. Eagles had Jalen Hurts 2 times.
They went 3 times with 2 quarterbacks.
Right. 3 times with 2. You're right.
And again, I'm not even just talking about quarterbacks. I'm talking about teams in general, right? Clearly, Sam Darnold's the guy. Back when the Niners made it, Jimmy G was not the guy, and everyone knew that. Like, Jimmy G was hurting the team that he was playing.
He was not hurting the team.
He wasn't
hurting the team. Your team doesn't get to the Super Bowl.
Okay, he wasn't helping them, though.
He absolutely was. Jimmy G is one of the most underappreciated quarterbacks of this time.
There's no way you hate on Joe Burrow and like Jimmy G.
I'm not saying Jimmy G was great. I just think he's underappreciated.
He's not, though. He was not good. He would. All right.
If he's not good, how did he get to a Super Bowl?
Super team. Anyways, that's a whole
team. That's
a whole different conversation. But look, if we look at the past couple Super Bowls, right? Last year, Eagles, Niners, Eagles again, Niners again, or it wasn't Niners, it was the Rams again, then it was the Bucks, the only team on this list that didn't appear on it twice. Then before that, it was the Niners, then it was the Rams, then it was the Eagles. So historically on the NFC side, it is actually easy to get back.
I don't think that's what that means.
I don't think that's what that means either, but I do think that just shows you.
You could use it to push your agenda. That's fine. I get it. I would do that too. Honestly, if I were a Seahawks fan, I'd do it. I mean,
also look at the AFC. It was Chiefs, Bengals at 1 year, then Chiefs, then Patriots for 3 years, then Broncos.
Yeah, bro.
Patriots alternated. Ravens that 1 year.
10 years ago.
See, but you named
Broncos
what? You named what? 3 teams on each side? 4 teams on each side?
Yeah. For the past 8-9 years, by the way.
Yeah, there's 16 teams in each
But what I'm saying is the fact that I only named 4 teams for each conference.
3 teams have made it in the AFC in the past 9 years.
In 10 years.
3 teams have made it in the AFC the past 9 years.
Exactly my point. So it's hard to get back to the big dance.
And one of them only made it once. So really only 2 teams made it out of the majority of the past 10 years.
That's what I'm saying, though.
So it's not very often somebody gets back.
True, but if there is a team to do it, I think it's Seattle.
They're selling.
Who cares? John Snyder's still the GM.
Right, but who's to say that these new owners won't screw everything up? I know a thing or two because I've seen a thing or two.
You have, but also at the same time, when you have a GM and a winning coach.
Guys, I'm a Giants fan. Let's not talk about owners.
True. Look, point is, if there is a team to do it, it's Seattle, I think, because they draft consistently well.
I think they have a chance. I'm just saying that it's more difficult than what you think.
What you're portraying it to be, yeah. The So where do you think the Patriots go from here?
I
I
mean,
think-
Stephon Diggs
I
is probably
think-
going to jail, right?
I think they draft some weapons. I think they try to beef up their line,
Mhm.
and I could see them making another run.
But now they have a good hard schedule now, though.
I was gonna say now they're gonna be
Okay.
playing a first place schedule instead of a fourth place schedule. And I think that
that's-
is good.
don't
That is
I don't
good
think
for the
that hurts them.
Patriots.
I don't think
Be-
that hurts them.
It's gonna hurt their record.
They're not gonna win 14 games then, but they're gonna make the playoffs. They're still gonna be first in their division.
I think
I
they're
don't
gonna be a
think so.
fringe
I
playoff
don't
team.
think so.
I do. I think they're gonna be a fringe playoff team at worst. Mike Vrabel is still an awesome coach.
I
Drake
think they
May is
still
an
have a
awesome
better
quarterback.
they still have a better
They-
team than Buffalo. I think
And a better
they
coaching
definitely have-
situation.
and better coaching situation. I think they are leads above Miami, and I'm not even going to mention the fourth team because they're non-existent every year. No offense, Josh.
But what I think the Patriots need to do going into the offseason, despite Will Campbell being a monster for the defense, I think they need to invest into the interior O-line a little bit more. I think Owen Wainu was actually really good. But, try to add in another guy.
That's the thing, though. Will
and then
Campbell
they
showed
need to-
flashes this year, too. Like, so
Right.
he's
I
not
mean, you
awful.
don't just throw him away because he had a bad game.
Exactly,
Even if it
you
wasn't
don't.
the Super Bowl, he was still a top 10 pick. But I think they need to invest in at least another weapon, if not two. And
Well, another
I
thing I was
just
also
don't
going to bring
think,
up, too, is
regardless of what they were doing, I don't think New England will be as great as they were this year next
Well-
year. I think they will be a borderline playoff team. I think they make it. They will be a 9 to 10 win team.
They're going to win 12 games each.
okay.
I don't
Well,
think it's easy, bro.
another thing I was going to say was that Stephon Diggs is probably going to go to prison. Stephon Diggs, with his legal issues, might not be available next year. It's possible there will be a suspension. At least. I don't want to speculate on anything else other than that, but it's just, yeah, they're going to need some weapons unless they want to roll into next year with Butte and Matt Collins being their number 1 and 2 receivers. I don't know.
I do want to say Keyshawn Boutte did have a phenomenal year.
Oh, great year, but he's not number 1 wide receiver.
No, but he did play very well.
True. He did.
The Patriots got good depth at receiver. I just
Sure.
think they need a star or even a really good receiver, even a Jacoby Myers level receiver. That'll help out Drake May a lot more because that'll bring consistency. And I think consistency at receiver is huge. I
Well-
see them going for Romeo Dobbs potentially.
True. And also, there's a guy in Philly who, might not be in Philly anymore.
Oh, he's gone.
I don't know. I think
Brown's
he
gone.
stays, but
Nah, Brown's gone.
I'd be surprised.
It's either Brown's gone or Sirianni's gone.
You think?
And if they were going to fire Sirianni, it would have happened already.
They're not firing
Yeah.
Sirianni.
Yeah, so Brown's gone.
I don't think so.
We'll see, but I would not be surprised if they don't trade Brown for like a second round pick in the draft or something.
I'm
to
sure
just-
they're already on the phone.
Yeah, maybe a third
Maybe
or
as
a
we
second.
speak.
Maybe.
Nah, not at this time.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
never know.
it's
Potentially.
like
You
what
never
is it?
know.
It's like only like 5:00 in California right now. So
Yeah, but AJ Brown plays in Philly.
I know, but other California teams might want him. I mean, in all
the
fairness,
Chargers.
Brandon
Right.
Ayuk
Let me go-
disappeared.
New England's also on the East Coast.
Let me go.
True.
Let me go wake up the GM. Let me go wake up the GM of the.
Hey, I
you
mean,
might want to
listen,
trade for a guy on.
you know,
Hey, Mr. Jim Harbaugh, does Herbert want another weapon?
In all fairness, Ayuk kind of like ghosted everybody and didn't play this year. So, but quickly,
So
what do you guys think? Oh, well, what are you gonna say, Josh? If you're gonna add on to anything?
I was just gonna ask, what do you guys think Seattle does?
Oh, I think
draft.
they draft good. Like
Fair.
John
And-
Schneider is so far ahead of everyone, other than Howie Roseman, maybe. That
And
it's he's
coming
the best
off
at
of
drafting too. I mean, it's crazy.
coming off
I was
a
gonna
Super Bowl
say-
year, like they're a desirable destination for players.
Free agents.
Yo,
Yeah.
shout out Howie Roseman because he's the best get back GM of all time.
True.
Oh,
He
100%.
drafted 2 bad receivers, Devontae Smith, and remember he had a bad
In
O
all
line
fairness,
this year.
that was a layup.
He had a bad O line this year. I'm just saying, don't be surprised if they draft 4 O linemen.
Are you
Yeah, I was
talking
gonna say,
about
don't
Eagles?
sleep on Devontae Smith. That is a Heisman winner.
No, I'm saying that
Hey.
was a layup draft pick, though.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna give him credit for taking the obvious guy. He's the fucking Heisman winner.
But I would like to say, as for Seattle, they lost Kubiak to the Raiders. The Raiders are going to be I think the Raiders are going to have some stability with coaching. But as for the Seahawks, I saw that they were interviewing 4 guys internally
Hmm.
for
I
that
heard
job, and I think that is the best way to go because it is the same system or a similar system.
Hmm.
I think that the offense is going to be good. I think you could pick up another receiver.
I
If
don't
you're
think you
another
need
receiver.
to.
I think that it can never hurt. It can always help.
True.
But bring back your guys first. Your
Yeah,
guys should be of
that's
the
what I'm thinking.
utmost
Why, yeah,
importance.
why not get another
Spoon,
vet? Then you have
Spoon,
JSN.
JSN, K9.
Well, I can only see that because Coop is getting older, But if Coop is still the level of Coop he was, we have Torrey Horton, who, by the way, pretty good receiver, underrated because he didn't get much touches this year. But when he
Coop
was on the
only good in the
field,
playoffs, though.
I'm talking about Torrey Horton.
Yeah, I know, but you were saying, you were just talking about Coop before that.
That's because JSN was hogging all the targets. If
Yeah, but
you
that
watch
doesn't stop Coop
Seattle
before.
games, you would know Coop was reliable most of the time when he got the ball. He just never really got the ball because JSN was always open. I wouldn't mind more weapons. I think we have one of the best receiving rooms in the league. It could be better, but I also don't feel comfortable trading for a guy like AJ Brown, and I don't feel like we should take a number 1 draft. I don't think we should take our first round draft pick on a receiver.
Maybe you bring DK back.
No, I'm good. I'm good.
No, I think you should bring it back.
That was funny.
Only receiver I want to bring back is Tyler Lockett, man. He deserved that rank. But
Nah,
I
don't
didn't
do
hear you.
Tyler
Did you-
Lockett like
did you
that.
Did you say DK Metcalf?
no. He's getting Pittsburgh.
No, Mike McDonald. You know what to do.
Nope. But no, I think our priority is linemen. We did have some weak spots on that O-line this year. Anthony Bradford. So at least bring in a guy that could
I didn't hear what-
compete with him.
What lineman?
I didn't say anything. Anthony Bradford. I didn't say anything.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I'm
no.
delusional.
We need to get a guy who could challenge Anthony Bradford a little bit because he played good in the Super Bowl for his standards. So, get a guy challenged for that spot. Yeah. Maybe, some more corner depth. That's always good, especially with injuries. You can never have enough corners. And I guess just getting depth in development pieces, like drafting people who can replace guys like DeMarcus Lawrence or Ernest Jones when they retire or want a bigger contract and we can't afford it. Just get depth in younger guys and build. We're at the top of the food chain right now. We don't really have any weak spots other than like 2 or 3 positions. So right now, I
Long
think our
snapper,
priority-
kicker, punter.
true. No, our kicker and punter were the best in the league. What do you mean? Those are our strongest suits,
Definitely-
probably.
definitely
You know,
not.
As somebody
That's
who's
on
watched
Sunday.
the Jets punt all season, I can confidently say McNamara is top 3.
Sure, you don't know Michael Dixon
That's
though.
because he has the most punts in the league.
Yeah, where you're looking at a higher sample size.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's bullshit.
So the fact that he was as great as he was with the sample size he has makes even more consistent, makes my argument even stronger.
Yeah, when you punt 145 times, I would hope you mastered it.
Sure.
And he did.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, well, he's not number one.
The
Number
one
is,
position the
Seattle.
Jets don't need everyone a punter. But no, again, this is you're at
Maybe
the top of the
Jets bring in
pedestal.
DK Metcalf. Sorry.
Oh
continue.
my god, dude, that would be sick. No, the Jets or not the Jets. The Seahawks are on the top of the pedestal. They have elite players in every position. I think this next you're at the point where you want to start building for sustained success. You're in the position to do so. You have a bunch of young players on rookie deals. You have to plan out, okay, this is where we go from here. We cannot get complacent. And we have to grow our roster depth-wise because injuries do happen. We were pretty good with the injuries this year for the most part. And sustained success. But
Well,
yeah,
I do have a question for you both.
Okay.
Who do we think makes it next year?
That was my question too before I let Josh talk. That's exactly what I was going to ask.
What teams do you think make it all the way?
I'll look at Josh go first. I'm excited to hear his answer.
I am rocking the Rams.
Oh, of course. Stafford Glazer.
Oh, yeah, Stafford Glazer. My name is Nick.
My team might have
I would like the Rams. Stafford's coming back. They just lost a tackle. I understand that. But the Rams as an organization have been amazing. They have 2 first-round picks. And they have, they just got to work on that secondary, and they'll be right back in it. And then in the AFC, this one's a little harder. I'm gonna rock with the Houston Texans.
You think
I
CJ
think
Stroud
that
figures it out?
no, I don't think CJ. I think CJ Stroud gets benched.
For who? Davis Mills?
Yes, Davis
and
Mills.
You think Davis Mills leads
Davis Mills is gonna Davis Mills is gonna do just enough to lose.
I need all the viewers to record that.
Bookmark this.
Bookmark this for next year, and then laugh at Josh.
Or praise him for getting the most wild prediction right.
Yeah, don't ever praise Josh. But
all right.
My prediction, okay. Because we saw a Super Bowl repeat this year, we've already watched the Patriots and Hawks dance. I think it happens again.
Yeah.
But with the Seahawks and Denver.
That's my exact pick too. Fuck.
I think if Bo Nix can stay healthy, because if he stayed healthy, just one more game,
he'd be in the Super Bowl, not the Patriots, without a doubt.
He'd be in the Super Bowl, not the Patriots. So, my safe bet, but I also think Denver, they're a young team, they have an elite defense, and
also to throw
I'd
in
say a very good,
the fact
very
that
good
they're not paying the Russell Wilson money anymore.
Yeah, thank God.
So they got more cap room now, and they can sign big agents.
I think Denver goes next year. I think it's Bo Nix's time.
That's exactly what was going to be my pick. I think it's also going to be a rematch, Broncos Seattle. I think Seattle's young; they have the pieces, and I think they're probably the only team in the league right now without any drafts or anything I'm comfortable seeing going to the Super Bowl.
I think out of the entire playoffs this year, I think that's the first time me and Nick agreed.
True. I think the Broncos were the best team in the AFC.
I was just preying on Seattle's downfall just to make Nick mad.
True.
Kind of bit me in the ass, but it's
okay. Hey, man.
I was like, the 49ers are going to smoke them.
Yeah, the Rams are going to smoke them. I think you bet against Seattle every single time and lost every time.
Yeah, it was only to piss you off.
Yeah, I know.
I did think the Niners game would have been closer, but they woke up in San Francisco and they were playing in Seattle.
yeah. No, I agree with Mark. I think that both teams are young and talented and have so much room to grow. I'm gonna choose two teams differently from everyone just to be different, even though I do think it's gonna be Broncos Seahawks. Give me Jaguars, because that's the only reasonable other option here. Jaguars and
Whoa.
Jags and Philly, I guess. I don't know. Philly, the past 4 years, it's been Super Bowl implode, Super Bowl implode. We're now on the Super Bowl stage.
My
Wait,
wild
so
take-
with that theory, wouldn't it be the Chiefs too?
Fuck, you're right. Fuck it, Chiefs Eagles. I don't know.
My wild take, but I don't think it happens,
Mhm.
is Buffalo and the Giants.
Okay, that's the wishful thinking.
Giants are gonna be good next year.
We'll
Man.
Sleep on them all you want. Giants are gonna be good next year. If everybody
s-
can stay
I
freaking
won't-
healthy,
Yeah.
Malik is gonna be the number one receiver in the league. Calling it now.
Mhm.
Giants defense is freaking good. We all
Shout
know
out
it.
Matt Nagy.
And
I feel like
and
Giants say this every year.
no, but Nick, this is a realistic shot.
Bro,
This
sounds
isn't
a
like-
I'm not
this is-
saying
man.
you're
No,
wrong.
this isn't like a Jets fan hoping the Jets make the playoffs every year. Like
Okay, but that's
I don't-
delusion.
I mean, every team's fan should hope that their team
Josh.
makes the playoffs
well,
every
yeah,
year.
obviously.
I would like to
Josh,
start off by
Josh.
saying that.
Josh, when Aaron Rodgers was at the helm of the Jets, you physically convinced Nick that they
You
were going to go to the
gaslit
Super
me.
Bowl. You convinced Nick
Jets
they
would
were
never
going
make
to
it
the
to the
Super
Super
Bowl.
Bowl.
And Nick was like, you know what?
No, I
I'm
thought
in
they'd
it.
make
Let's
the
go.
conference
Jets are
championship.
gonna no.
Aaron Rodgers
you
brainwashed
I said-
me
no, no,
for
no.
2 years,
I
dude.
said-
You both said Super Bowl.
I didn't say Super Bowl.
No,
I said conference
wish
championship.
we had the pod back then. That was
I-
bonkers. Because then I had to argue
was.
with y'all that the Jets were not making it to no goddamn Super Bowl with Aaron
I
Rodgers.
You
never
couldn't
said Super Bowl.
convince me
I said Chiefs
until
Eagles.
You couldn't
Jets
convince me
lose to
until
the
week
Chiefs in
3.
the championship game.
Week 4. You could not convince me until week 4.
Yeah,
Dude, week 4 of that second season, we were cooked.
I
I
was
wanted a
trying.
bench.
I was
Yeah,
trying
because
to be
at the end of the
positive
day-
too.
I think you convinced Nick like week
I-
2. So for 2
Well, I
weeks,
convinced him before the season.
No, he
yeah,
convinced
that's
me
even
before the
worse.
season.
I had
Dude.
to listen to it for so long.
Yeah, but they were
Dude,
9-7 with
literally-
Zach Wilson. And they had the best defense in the league. I thought I was right to think that.
Dude, to be fair, they had an amazing defense. I thought Aaron Rodgers, it's not even that I thought he was great, because he's not, but I thought that he was capable to maybe
He
be
was
a competent
competent
quarterback.
enough.
I
Yeah,
thought he was competent, and obviously I was wrong.
very wrong. But I think
I mean,
it is now
that might just be a
time-
Jets problem, though. Yeah, I
Yeah.
think it's
Oh, no.
time.
I
It's an
think
Aaron
it's
Rodgers
time-
problem
I
too.
think it's time to switch up the sports.
Sports.
Up a
Oh my
little
god,
bit.
yeah. The football season's over. My
The
area of
football season is
expertise.
The team that has a bird logo is the champs. I'm not
Yes,
gonna say the
sir.
team name to make Nick happy.
Oh,
Wait, was
Um,
that the Cardinals? I thought the Cardinals didn't even make the playoffs.
You're right. You're right. Philly.
fuck you.
Oh,
Yep. Philadelphia
My bad.
Seahawks. Everybody.
Yeah.
Yep.
Wait, what was the second?
Arizona. Huh?
Anyways.
Anyway, so-
NBA
NBA
Trade
trade deadline,
deadline.
baby. Happened last
NBA.
week,
Yep.
6 days ago to be exact. Let's talk about it.
I have everything pulled.
So,
I have everything
so the
pulled
first
up.
trade,
Hold on,
first
right?
trade I want to
I-
talk
I-
about. You want to bring up a trade?
Because I actually wrote it down.
All right.
Me and
All
Josh
right.
went over which ones to talk about, which one not to.
which one's not to? Okay, yeah.
I will like to point out though to the viewers, they know a lot more basketball than I do. I'm the football guy. I know football, and really that's it. So you're now going to
He
see a
likes
side of
NASCAR
me.
too.
Bro's a
I like
NASCAR,
NASCAR,
fan,
but
guys.
we're not
Yeah.
going to talk about that much. Daytona 500,
Not
we
yet.
can talk about that next episode, but right now it's going to be a lot of listening, and
Yep, so it's gonna be me and Josh, baby.
if their takes are bad, I apologize in advance for not calling them out. I know they do have a lot of bad takes, starting with All of them. Anyways, starting with it, we have the Wizards land Davis and as Mavericks pivot. Sorry, I'm reading the headline. Basically, Charlotte receives Malachi Branham. Dallas receives Chris Middleton, AJ Johnson, Tyus Jones, Marvin Bagley III, and a couple draft picks. Washington receives D'Angelo Russell, Dante Exum, Jaden Hardy, and Anthony Davis. Probably the biggest player named in that trade. Guys, how you feeling about it?
I
Very-
think that it is a win for the Mavericks, where I thought they won the trade a year ago getting Anthony Davis.
I know, that's stupid.
While Anthony Davis hasn't been on the floor, I think him and Kyrie only played one game together, if even. Which kind of sucks because I thought that would genuinely be a finals contending team. But at the end of the day, player wise, the Mavericks didn't get back exactly what they wanted, but they ended up walking away because of the trade with a better player than Luka.
True. No,
That
not
being
true.
Cooper Flag.
Sorry about that. That's not
They-
true.
That is 100% true. But the
Bro.
picks, it's a matter of what they do with the picks.
Bro said.
Yeah,
By the way,
I mean,
We said
they
this
got
before, but Luca is the NBA version of Aaron Rodgers for Josh. So he
Yes, it
does
is.
not like Luca. Anyways,
But
Mark, sorry to cut you off.
I am curious on what Dallas does with the picks because one is from the Thunder,
hmm
which I think that's gonna be a high pick because the Thunder are very young and very good, and the other one's Golden State, and they're
Hmm.
middle of the pack. So I don't think they're gonna be like top 5 picks. So I'm curious to see what they get at a value for them, and they got
Mhm.
3 second round picks
hmm
from the Wizards as well. Like Dallas got a haul for Anthony Davis.
And well, I mean, what do we think about Anthony Davis on the Wizards? He's an older player. I don't know how old he
it
is, but
is-
he's a bit older.
Well, one day they were saying that he's gonna sit the rest of the year and get ready for the next season because he gets injured like every other week, Nick.
Yeah,
Um,
I do
like
know
he-
that.
he- it is bad. Like every other day, it's a
Joel
it's a cold,
Embiid.
and then it's a and then it's a knee, and then it's a toe, and then it's a finger, and then it's a he
Mhm.
woke up late so he can't play. Like he gets hurt all the time. So I don't know if that really helps Washington all that much
Yeah,
with no consistency. But yeah,
is he
I don't
worth
really
those
like the
picks?
trade. I don't really like the trade at all. Dallas got a haul, but I don't think it benefits either team all that much.
Honestly, for Washington, I think it can benefit them because they just made one of the worst trades of the year before that, acquiring Trae Young.
Which we will talk about.
And they got
already
Alex
talked about
Sarr, and I
that,
think
yeah.
that big man duo is going to be really good. But I just don't know if it'll be enough to bail out Trae Young.
I mean,
and
also
his
draft picks too. That's a
inconsistency.
lot. That's a few. From what I know of the NBA, Washington Wizards aren't that good, and draft picks tend to help with that by acquiring young talent. Now, I know second
Not if
round
you-
picks are not as valuable as they are in the NFL. I know that second rounders aren't that valuable, but
There's
these amount
only
of
2
picks,
rounds, and there's only 2 rounds in the NBA now.
True. Yeah, no, I do know that. But what I'm saying
And-
is, does this amount of draft picks for a team that is bottom of the league hurt this team building up a roster that is competitive?
I think that if the Wizards want, at the end of the day, everybody on the Wizards is playing for a job, including the GM. And the GM is at a point where he's just like, all right, we got to do something to try to prevent me from getting fired. Because in the NBA, there is zero loyalty.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, it's kind of like, oh, we traded away Denny Avdija. He turned into a star over in Portland. He's an all-star this year, by the way.
Congrats.
Yeah.
they drafted Johnny Davis.
Mm-hmm.
Mark, do you know who Johnny Davis is?
Nope.
Exactly.
I
He
used
was
to
a
work for
top
the guy
10
named
pick.
Johnny Davis.
he said
He was a top-
exactly.
He was a top 10 pick. Was
Word?
not good. The Wizards consistently just have not drafted good or just not developed good. And so so at a certain point you learn that like if you can't draft, you got to just trade for the really good players because these teams know that you're going to have a really high pick, so your pick value's up.
So you think this trade is just job security for the people out in Washington?
I think it is an attempt at it, yes.
Do you think Davis helps that roster
Davis is hurt.
when healthy?
He's hurt.
So never. No.
Okay. Do you think the players that Dallas received help them?
Chris Middleton, yes. AJ Johnson, I know his stats are really low, but I'd like to see what he can do with some PT. Tyus Jones is I know his stats don't look that good this year either, but Tyus Jones is a very good point guard when given the time.
He is a very good point guard.
When given the time, he's not like your Kyrie Irving, which I think he's overrated too.
He
One
does
of
the
our
job
future
though.
guests won't like me.
Taj,
The Tyus Jones is a good facilitator, an okay defender. He could put up some points. He's a good playmaker. I think it's a good win for the Dallas Mavericks on every aspect.
and then they also got Badly.
True.
Bagley, I've given up on him. I've tried.
That's fair.
I've tried believing him in the
That's
past 6 to 7 years.
Shut up. Anyways, next one trade we have the Warriors. The Warriors receive. I'm not even going to try to pronounce that first name. Porzingis. Yep.
Kristaps Porzingis.
Kristaps Porzingis for Jonathan Kuminga and Buddy Hield.
Porzingis, not Dingus.
I said
That's
Porzingis.
Tingus.
Oh, okay.
Kristaps
Apologies,
Porzingis
guys.
And Buddy Hield and Jonathan Kuminga.
Yeah. Apologies, teammates.
I
Those guys.
I wish Golden State didn't get rid of Kuminga, but I saw it coming. I think he is going to thrive out in Atlanta, but I am going to miss the Buddy Hield Jimmy Butler connection. They were so great together.
So weird hearing Jimmy Butler on the fucking Warriors.
Yeah, no, it's weird to see.
Honestly, Kuminga, it was destined he was gonna get traded.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, I agree.
I mean, how
And-
old's Kuminga, anyways?
Very young.
Oh, he's a young guy too.
Kuminga, he's in his early 20s. So he
He's
has time to
23.
develop. The combination of him and Jalen Johnson, I'm actually interested in. Jalen Johnson has been amazing.
Yes,
And
yes.
Buddy Hield, for about 10 games, I'm sure he'll come out shooting. And you'll hear a lot about how great he is. And then he'll fall off. As for the Warriors, I like the move. Kristaps also has had injury issues, but I don't think Kristaps is enough to carry Curry.
Yeah.
True. But I think he definitely helps that team rather than hurts it.
I think that it should be a move that it'll be better evaluated when the team is healthy.
Agreed.
Also, worth pointing out, there was no draft picks either, so it was just player for player.
It was
So-
Two
just
players for one. It was 2 for $1.
Oh yeah,
Yep.
yeah. 2 for $1. But I mean, what would you grade it for both teams if you had to give it a letter grade?
I would.
A B for Atlanta, a C- for Golden State.
Okay.
I agree.
Okay. And I didn't ask you for
honestly-
letter grade on your first one, but if you did have to give the Wizards
letter grade?
Dallas Charlotte trade a grade, what would you give it?
I'm not even going to include Charlotte. Dallas, C+, Washington, D+. I don't know.
I'm gonna give
C minus.
I'm not gonna grade Charlotte either because this team was more focused on the Wizards and the Mavericks. I'm gonna
Yeah,
give the
yeah.
Mavericks an A.
I just like how
I
you
think
didn't include them.
I think this team helps a lot more. I think this team has a lot better, to look forward to. And for the Wizards, I'm gonna have to give them an F.
Okay.
They released D'Lo.
Also, Nick, the reason why Charlotte was included in this trade, like why they got that one player from Washington,
Uh huh.
it was strictly for cap space.
Oh, really?
So yeah. So like, if you look at the trade, notice how Charlotte didn't
Give up anything? Yeah.
give up anything. They just got the player.
Oh, that's
It was
interesting.
just So like teams will do 3-team, 4-team trades just so like caps can line
Huh.
up and some teams benefit off of it.
Okay.
So that's
100%.
why I didn't include Charlotte because they didn't
Okay.
trade nothing. They just gained a player.
Huh.
Um,
That's interesting. I didn't know that was a thing in the NBA.
yeah, they do. That's why there's multi team trades, and they also could trade like very future picks, like way in advance. Like NFL, right now it's only 3,
Yeah.
possible
They're actually
5.
looking to move it to 5.
They're looking to move it to 5, but like yeah,
I would
NBA
hate
you
that.
could go NBA like they could trade a pick for somebody who's 14 right now.
I'm pretty sure
Really?
the Nuggets actually. I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure the Nuggets
Huh.
just got a 2032 second rounder.
I don't see
Yeah.
why anyone would want to trade that deep because you don't know how the prospect pool is going to look. But hey,
You don't so like that team that traded away that pick doesn't matter to them.
true.
Second rounders don't generally matter.
Oh yeah, second rounders. yeah, they
Hey,
don't, but-
Jokic was a second
Hey,
rounder,
and so was Bronny
Was
James.
I?
Anyways,
and so was Bronny.
next one. Pacers trade for center Ivica Zubic. Sorry, again, mispronounced.
Ivanka
Zubac.
Zubac.
Yeah. They also got Kobe Brown, and LA received Benedict Mathurin, Isaiah Jackson, 2026 first round, 2029 first round, and 2028 second rounder.
Honestly, I like this trade for both teams.
I
Zubac is a really good center. He's actually better than Miles Turner, and it's not about this year. I'll make that clear. It's not about this year at all. And I like how the Pacers protected that pick, that first rounder this year, to where they only give up the pick this year if it's picks like 5 through 9.
Mm-hmm.
It is protected 1 through 4, and then I think 10 through 30. I don't remember when the pick would be if it's in that any of those picks.
Then
I
it's
think-
the following year pick, right? Yeah.
Mhm.
It might not be. I think it's the year after that. I think it's 2028 or 2029.
Well, they also got 2029 in the trade.
Right.
No,
what I'm saying is the protection is set for I think a year farther down.
Yeah, so wouldn't it be 27?
But they set it for another year.
Okay.
Is what I'm saying.
So
I
there's
gotcha.
protection.
I like.
kinda-
They're
I
all
like-
So you could trade. Sorry to cut you off, Josh. There. So Nick, you could also do like a first round pick protected.
Oh,
Which
okay.
if it's protected, it's usually lottery. There's lottery protected, top 5 protected. Josh
Top 3.
top 3 as well.
You
Yeah.
can protect it in almost any way possible. To be honest.
In
with you.
any way
okay.
possible. So if it lands within those numbers, then Indiana will keep that pick
There's-
for this year. If it lands outside those numbers, then LA
they
receives
get the
it.
pick.
And
Yeah.
what's the downside of doing this? Because it just why
Well,
isn't
it's the
every pick
value.
like that?
It's
the
the value. Yeah. So
Oh,
if you
okay.
leave
Both
it,
teams
if you-
have to agree on the protection.
So
Okay.
if it's protected, it dims the value because like, oh well, now we might not get this pick that we wanted. But if you
Oh,
leave it
okay.
unprotected, then it's like, wow, we could get the best pick in the draft, and then the value goes up for that pick.
Mhm,
So it's-
okay.
Especially when the team is really bad.
Oh, okay, so
Yeah.
yeah, so it's protected to where this team is at.
Kind of.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
That's
it's all.
the
So the difference with NBA and NFL, it's not like the draft isn't based off record, Nick. It's based
Yeah,
off
no,
of,
I know the lottery.
Yeah, they literally pick a number out of a wheel or a number out of a wheel.
Yeah.
So it just protects, I guess, the where it lands. That's all.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, that's interesting. I never knew that. I know there's conditional picks in the NFL, but I never knew anything existed like that in the NBA. If you guys had to give a
Continue, Josh.
grade to
Wait,
this
wait,
draft
wait.
pick-
No, Josh wasn't done.
Oh, Josh wasn't done. I apologize.
So,
Joshua.
I was gonna say I think Benedict Matherin's a really good player. Isaiah Jackson is solid. Benedict Matherin, I think he'll get a rollover in LA with the Clippers, and it'll be his job to prove his worth. He was a top 10 pick, and essentially now it's his job. And I like what the Clippers are doing. I think this is a win for both teams. If I had to grade
Wait,
the
before
pick,
you
the
grade,
teams,
can I say my thoughts on the
Yes, you can.
trade? 'Cause I haven't said my thoughts. Unless
Oh,
you
you
want to
haven't?
grade
I
first.
was just gonna grade first and then let you go on.
Okay, good.
However you guys want to do it. I'm taking
Yeah.
a
If
step
I had-
back.
If I had to grade both teams, I would give the Pacers an A because they're adding to a position of need
Mhm.
for a contract that I'm pretty sure lasts into the future. And for the Clippers, I would give them a B plus at worst because they're building for the future. They got a couple of firsts. They got a player who's young with some upside. This is one of the win-wins of the past deadline
Our
for me.
first A of the
Yeah,
episode.
I agree with Josh. I think Zubac is gonna fit right in with the Pacers. Really good trade for them. They didn't give up too much. I think they gave up just the right amount of what they needed. Couple players, couple picks. Mathin's a really good player in my eyes. So LA's gonna get a dog, and they got picks. And I was actually thinking the same grade, Josh. A for Indiana, B plus, even maybe even an A minus for LA, because
Mhm.
I really
Agreed.
do think it's a win-win.
100%.
All right. Well, next up we have the Celtics. I'm not pronouncing this one.
I got you.
Nikola
Vucevic.
Vucevic.
Vucevic. Vuce.
Boston gets Vucevic for Simmons. Chicago gets Simmons, and they both trade second round picks. 2027 second rounder though for Boston. How you guys feeling about this trade?
I think it is a good trade for Boston. They got a really good center, who's gonna fight on the offensive end, who's gonna get them a lot of second shots and putbacks.
Who was the previous
And
center for Boston?
oh, Josh, was it Porzingis? Did they have him at center?
Last year, I think.
Okay, so
Who
not
did they have center this year?
anybody important.
Horford?
Um,
Did they bring back Horford?
they had to have been running a small ball lineup. I don't know who's running the big for them, to be honest. Looking at their roster,
Well, now we know it's Vucevic.
they had Luka Garza, Neemias Queta, and now they got Vuce.
There you go.
Could have been running small ball too.
Yeah, they just had Garza and I can't even say the other guy's name.
I
But,
can't
they
either.
were small ball. But yeah, Vucevic is a really good player, really good pickup. And they didn't have to give up all that much. So I'm gonna for Boston, because I've already a couple games in after the trade, seems to be working quite well. I'm giving this an A plus for Boston.
All right.
And then on Chicago's side, they got Anthony Simons, good player. Excited to see what he does in that situation out there in Chicago. And they'll start a 2026 second round pick. I'd give it a B minus for Chicago. That's
Joshua.
just my thoughts on it.
I hate this trade for both teams.
Oh.
For-
Okay.
Vucevic has been useless for the Bulls. Honestly, all Bulls fans, from what I hear, want him gone. Yeah, his stats look all right, but that's because he's on a team where he's doing a lot of the work. But as of this year, you had Josh Giddey step up. They got guys, and to me, it just feels like Vucevic doesn't help.
Yo,
Like,
in 2 games with Boston, he's averaging 11 and 9.
Oh.
nice. He's also a liability on defense.
Ooh.
He has not been good on defense, and which is the biggest reason as to why Bulls fans have wanted him out for at least 2 years now. For the Bulls, this trade doesn't make sense because none of their deadline has made sense.
Sorry about that, guys.
They've picked up guard after guard after guard. It does not make sense. And they got rid of a guard, but don't worry. They got another guard who did the exact same thing, just worse. And they didn't even get any first rounders out of their trades. For me, the Celtics, they get a C minus because they got somebody who does similar stuff to Simons, who I don't even think is that good, but at least he's doing it and he's big.
Yeah.
For the Bulls, I give it an F because Simons is not really that good of a defender. He's a solid scorer, but he can't lift your team to like
So,
other players can.
Josh, you said Vucevic was the crappy defender, right?
Yes.
Okay, well, yeah, I looked this up. He has a defensive rating of 116.8, and is described
He's a
as
center.
below.
His stat, it's inflated.
Also,
come on.
He's also
Come
described.
on.
I will say he's also described as a below average defender.
He is.
He's
He
not
said those
far
numbers
off.
are inflated. When they don't fit your agenda, they're inflated. When they fit your agenda, they're wrong. Come on,
100%.
All right. Then
Mark,
bring
you
them to the next
Mark, you
trade.
got to be the one to keep him honest here. I can't do it this time.
Yeah, that's why I had to call him out once he said this trade was
Nah,
blasphemy.
Vucevic is genuinely not that
Yeah.
good.
I will
but
say-
he's gonna fit that system in Boston so well. He doesn't
True.
have to be a scorer in that system. You got Pritchard, you have Brown, who's having a spectacular year.
Is Jason Tatum back
hey-
yet? No, right?
Yeah, nah, he's still hurt. But when he comes back, like that's another scorer.
He should
Like,
sit out for the year.
He should, but he's
Yeah,
gonna
probably.
fit that system so well, and I think that's a really good pickup by Boston.
All right. Well, next trade, we have the Timberwolves. Or is that the one I'm not supposed to read? Hold on. No, that is one I'm supposed to read. Timberwolves trade for. What are these names? No
Ayo
offense to
Dosunmu.
any NFL player or NBA players listening to this. I'm just horrible with names, and these are strange spelt names. So nothing
Ayo
wrong with that.
Dosunmu.
These
But-
aren't even the crazy ones, but continue.
Yeah. Whatever Josh said.
Ayo
Don't
Dosunmu.
what?
Ayo Dosunmu for Rob Dillingham.
Okay, Rob Dillingham, Leonard Miller, a bunch of draft picks, and Ayo Dosunmu and Julian Phillips. Minnesota was the second one. Chicago was the first one. Damn, Chicago's making a lot of moves.
To me, this trade honestly was the only Bulls win of this deadline for me.
Only?
I think Ayo's a very good player. And I think the Timberwolves actually win this trade too because Ayo can bring value if it's off your bench, it looks like, because they have McDaniels, they got Randall, they got a squad out there in Minnesota. And so with Ayo coming off the bench, he's been a bench player most of his career. He was in Rookie of the Year talks his rookie year. I remember that.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna be an impact player. He's not a great at anything, but he's solid at a lot of different aspects. He's a guy built like a forward. He can play guard.
Yep.
He can shoot. For the Bulls, I like this trade because they brought in a couple draft picks. It was seconds, but Rob Dillingham is a high upside player.
They're
And
like
he
also
hasn't done
late
much.
draft picks
He
too.
doesn't. Yes, but he doesn't fit the timeline for the Timberwolves. He is gonna have a chance to prove himself quality of being a starting caliber player in this league, which he has not been able to because Mike Conley has been there. Mike Conley got traded like 3 or 4 times. he ended up back in
He's been on
Minnesota.
every team. He's been
Yeah, bro went right back to Minnesota. Bro got traded and then traded again and then got released, signed with Minnesota. For me, if I had to grade these two trades, I would give it a B for Minnesota and a C plus for Chicago.
Okay. Mark, would you agree with that?
I agree with Josh.
Okay.
You know, Rob Dillingham has upside. I like that they threw in a bunch of picks, even though they'll probably just trade him again. And the Songmu is a good player like Josh. I really don't have much to add.
See, when you guys agree like exactly. But when you guys disagree, it's like you'll give it an A grade and he'll give it an F grade. It's crazy.
Well, that's because it's like it's
Josh has these
or, you
couple
know,
of players
no,
that he
Josh
hates
does
on.
Josh does Josh Lynn's where like he just goes complete opposite, or he'll actually make sense. When he
Sure.
makes sense, I agree, and then
when he
it's
doesn't, he doesn't.
opposite, you see the end result. But yeah, we agree on that one. I don't.
All right. Well, next trade we have is the Suns add
Usman
Cole
Jang.
Anthony
Oh,
from the Bucks. So Milwaukee has Nigel Hayes Davis and Usman
Usman
Jang.
Jang.
Osman Jang, whatever. Phoenix gets Cole Anthony and Amir Coffey. I don't know. And Chicago gets Nick Richards. I couldn't screw that one up. So what do you guys
Nick.
think?
So this trade, it just feels like a trade because teams are able to trade, to be honest.
Yeah.
That's
This
like
was-
The
every
Suns
trade.
added a
This was just-
scoring guard and a scoring forward, which is good,
This was a nothing burger, basically.
But you just added
Yeah.
guys who are very similar to Devin Booker, and Booker is not that great.
That's another hot take.
So I don't see. No, it's not a hot. It might be a hot take according to society, but
Yeah,
Devin
society.
Booker doesn't have a ring for a reason. Devin Booker doesn't have an award for a reason.
Okay.
Yeah, that's because he's on Phoenix, and Phoenix doesn't get love.
Phoenix
Didn't they
had
make
a
the
really good
finals a
team.
couple years ago?
Yeah. And guess what?
Yeah.
They lost.
KD, right?
And they
No,
still
Not with KD. With
Not with
Chris
KD.
Paul.
but they still don't get love. But yeah, this was
I have a
definitely
friend who
just
loves
like,
him.
yeah, so do I. Same friend actually. So yeah, this was just a trade.
Mhm.
I don't know what this does for any team. Maybe they just wanted to move some cap to make other trades.
Yep.
Maybe they just didn't like the guy.
Huh.
Or maybe they just wanted to be in the newspaper. I don't know
So-
what this is.
We'd give it like C grades. Like you're passing, but
The Suns, I would give a B minus. And this is an effort B minus because at the end of the day, Cole Anthony, he's been moved around, but I still think he has a chance to be something in this league, especially coming off the bench.
Mhm.
Amir Coffey's okay. He's a solid scorer, but not much more than that.
uh-huh.
I'm not even gonna grade this one. I'm not gonna lie.
Incomplete.
I don't know. Yeah, no.
A for
just
effort.
NA not available. It's just
Oh. You're graded off of participation. There you go.
A+ participation.
Yeah, word. You did your homework. It doesn't matter if it's right or not. You did it. Anyways, Kobe White and Mike Conley Jr. go. Actually, I did want to touch on one thing. Actually, before we get to that, so sorry to cut myself off, but Giannis. There was a lot of rumors about him being traded. He did not end up getting traded. I don't know if we touched on this last week, but
Well, Giannis, I didn't see him getting traded. I think he's too big a name to be traded mid-season.
Mhm.
Don't be surprised if he gets moved in the offseason. But don't be surprised if the Bucks do whatever they can to actually get that man
Yep.
some help in the offseason.
Didn't KD get traded midseason?
Yes, he was
Sure.
the last big name to get traded midseason.
Okay.
Yeah.
Big
If-
name, top 5 player.
Yeah, if he can get traded midseason, so can Giannis.
Yeah, but the Nets physically self-destructed that year.
Yeah, well, that's Nets do that every year. It's the same thing with the Jets. Any New York
Any
team that
Josh team.
yeah, any Josh, except
know,
the Islanders.
You
Right.
know,
Sure.
the Islanders had the number 1 pick last year.
Now the Rangers do.
Well,
Fuck.
there you go. Josh just likes teams that lose. If
Come on, man. We ain't gonna come at me like that.
I'm just-
Why?
Hey, I'm a Mets
That's
fan.
it.
We share one
It's-
team, so don't diss the
yeah,
Mets.
I don't like the Mets, but I
Yeah,
do
fuck
like their
you, eh?
stadium.
The stadium's beautiful.
Anyways,
It is, and we were on the field one time.
sure.
Yes, we were.
I wasn't, but they were. Anyways, Mike Conley Jr. and Kobe White move to the Charlotte, I almost said Bobcats, Hornets, and Chicago again. Holy shit! Get Amase Dang, whatever the fuck we already talked
Usman
about.
Chang.
It. Yeah, they got him again. I guess they got two
Colin
of them.
Sexton.
And Colin Sexton. I can't fuck that one up. But yeah.
God,
You want me to go first?
go ahead.
All right. I like Kobe White as a player, so I think that is a good pickup for Charlotte. I don't see why they needed to get 2 point guards when they already have LaMelo, but I do like them as players.
Do they not have LaMelo
And
anymore?
then they still have LaMelo.
I think
That's
we'll
what I'm
get
saying.
to
I don't
that.
understand why they got 2 more guards, like point guards. Kobe White and Mike Conley are point guards.
Mike Conley got released.
Oh, sorry. I'm thinking of Alonzo. I apologize. Yeah, they still have.
Mike Conley was the
Um,
one that got released.
Oh, he got released already?
He signed with the Timberwolves, which is his original team.
So what the fuck was
That's hilarious.
what the fuck was the point of the trade?
Cap space.
Honestly, yeah.
And then
he probably didn't leave town.
And then
Probably didn't.
I was surprised to see Sexton got traded. Honestly, I don't know what to grade this though.
So
I mean, Sexton's the best player.
nah,
Who you taking? Kobe?
Kobe White easy. Kobe White's more efficient. Yeah, he's a bit inconsistent. Sexton has been on like 4 different teams for a reason. The Kobe White going to the Hornets, I would like ideally if the Hornets needed if the Hornets needed more scoring. But they have plenty of scoring. They need a defense. And because LaMelo is not, the greatest at defense. Kobe White isn't all that great at defense. They got Brandon Miller, Miles Bridges, but like they just needed better defense, and they go and get a guy who's a really good scorer. He's just a better version of Colin Sexton. And I do think the Bulls could have gotten more than the 3 seconds. But hey, at least the Bulls own the second round, right? Surely they'll get somebody.
Yeah,
when you
Chicago
have so many, you
has
better pull
like
out with a guy.
1,000 draft picks now.
Second round draft picks. They did not get any firsts in this.
Yeah,
this trade period.
I don't know. I guess they really are looking for some future young rotational players. I guess I don't know how to describe it. They're in every single trade I read.
If I were to grade these two teams, I would give Charlotte a C+ and Chicago a D+.
Yo, I didn't realize Colin Sexton's only averaging 14 points a game this year. Damn.
Yeah,
Is that
he's
good?
just a bench scorer. That's all he is. Just like,
isn't that not
really
good though in the NBA?
That's okay.
That's okay. Yeah.
I mean, it depends on
I
your
thought he
role
was-
too.
True.
I thought he was playing a lot better, but
Okay.
I guess not. What was the grade you were about to give, Josh? I'm sorry.
Oh, I gave the Hornets a C+, and I gave the Bulls a D+.
Plus D.
Yeah.
I can accept that. What is the
The
next trade?
next trade is between me and Josh's team. The New York. Actually, no, that's not between me and Josh's team. I'm getting ahead of myself. No, okay. Sorry, I apologize. Knicks add Brooklyn-born Alvarado. I thought it was saying Brooklyn Nets. I didn't read the full title. New York gets Jose Alvarado. New Orleans receives Dallin Terry, 2 second-round picks, and cash considerations.
I like it for New York.
Mm-hmm.
It adds depth at the guard position. A guy that'll get a few points. He gets a steal here and there. They call him Grand Theft Alvarado.
They really call him that?
That is his nickname.
Yes, that is
That
his
is
nickname.
so sick.
GTA,
He has
baby.
one of the coolest nicknames.
That
in
is
the league.
Yeah.
It's a good depth move.
Mhm.
I like it for the Knicks. For the
Especially
Pelicans,
for a team
it's
that's
just
competing too, right?
the Pelicans just looking
Yeah.
to get something back. So I rated it a B for the Knicks, a C for the Pelicans. I mean,
Look, when
that's
you're
just kind of where I stand with
I
that.
agree.
when
I
your
agree.
team is in contention, you
Good
can
depth.
never not have enough rotational players.
Yeah, especially
100%.
one man goes down, next man up. It's always
Exactly.
good to have that next man up be good.
Right?
You don't want to have a situation to where your star player gets hurt and you're in a position like the Pacers where now you're shit.
Whoa, TJ McConnell was a dog.
Yeah, but their team is like one of the worst in the league, though.
That is true.
Mark, you were sorry to kind of
No, you didn't cut me off at all.
Okay,
No, you didn't. No,
that's good.
I agree with Josh. It's a good depth trade. Knicks have been playing well this year. I think
Yep.
Alvarado fits that system. He's gonna work well with Brunson and the gang. So
Dude,
I like it.
if the Knicks win a chip the same year the Seahawks do, oh my god.
Yeah, I'd be happy if the Knicks win or Nuggets.
I would be
I can get behind the Knicks winning.
Yeah, I mean if the Knicks win, we're partying in the city. So.
Hey, that's 2 of my teams winning this year. Josh,
Ooh,
that means the
I'll
Mets
take
are
it,
going to
sure.
win.
Don't do
Why
that.
don't get his hopes up, man.
I'm getting my hopes up.
Even though I'm a Yankees fan, I would love to see the Mets win.
Sure.
Just
Love
because
the
like the Mets don't win,
Sure.
and
we
the
don't.
Yankees have won a lot more times.
Yeah, they won
But I
again
want-
in the Plummer era, dude. Okay, they won in the racism era. They're frauds.
Plummer era. They have 27 championships.
Yeah, all in the
Like,
racism era. But anyway,
It doesn't matter. A win's a win.
anyways, the fuck are these names?
Wait, do we hit a pause?
Yeah.
What other trades are we talking about?
We're
Jaren
not talking
Jackson.
about Hunter Jackson or Hunter Tyson, Josh Minot, Xavier
Are we
Tillman,
talking?
and
we
Trace
talking about-
Jackson Davis. We're not talking about
Are
those
we
four.
talking about Dwershawn Gebiselli?
We don't
Yeah.
need to. That's one we could skip.
Okay.
OKC getting Jared McCain.
Okay. What? He's on. Wait, he got traded? I didn't even know that.
Yes.
Wasn't he good?
Yes. Darius Garland and James Harden. Jaren Jackson Jr. And that's it.
Okay, hold on. McCain,
So McCain was February 4th.
Harden, and who else?
And Jaren Jackson.
Okay.
Where was
Also,
Harden?
I do want to talk about the halftime show because I feel like we should talk about that at some point afterwards.
Oh, you should have talked about that when we were talking about
I
football.
know. I didn't think about it.
I think it's too late for that.
I could always insert
Would you,
it. That's the thing.
what'd you want to say on it?
I just
Like
wanted to
our
rank it
thoughts on it?
compared to our thoughts on it and rank it compared to other Super Bowl halftime shows.
It wasn't good.
It was great. I
pretty
actually
good.
think it was one of the best halftime shows ever.
Oof.
I
All right, well, we can talk about it later.
It's not
We can talk about it
Prince, but
We can
it's
talk about it
really
later.
good, dude.
We can talk about it later.
Where
Okay.
do you see the fucking?
Okay,
Alright.
so 3 more trades, right?
All right.
Okay. So, Sixers. My voice cracked there. Sorry about that. Trade McCain to the Thunder as if the Thunder needed anybody else. Now they
Man.
have another pretty good shooter on their team.
Man, why did teams even trade with the Thunder, man? That don't make
Why?
sense to me.
Like,
Yeah,
why?
they should-
It's like
they should
trading
be-
with Philly in the NFL.
Especially
just
a
like-
guy like Jared
At a
McKee.
certain
They should
point,
be-
why do it?
They should be blacklisted.
Word. It's like the
Right?
Dodgers, bro.
Dude. I mean, good for the Thunder, man.
And they only got rid of a pick that they definitely didn't need.
A first round
Because they
pick
wouldn't
and
be able to
3 future
afford
second
another pick.
rounders. That's it.
Dude. Yo, Thunder,
That is
I don't-
crazy
the
good.
Sixers, there's no way the Sixers called the
just
Thunder
because-
and were like, it had to have been the Thunder calling the Sixers.
Just because it's
Yeah,
the Thunder,
absolutely.
I'm giving this trade an F. Just,
It's an A plus for the Thunder.
Obviously, yeah,
it's,
they're getting
it's
a
an
really
F for
good
the
player.
Sixers because why trade with the Thunder in the first place?
yeah.
I know
Well,
that's
hey,
a lazy take, a casual take.
It's not
but
lazy
dude,
though.
Come on, man.
Like, why?
I love
Fuck.
Shea. I'm rooting for the Thunder, but it does not make sense to me.
Yeah, it's like when the Chiefs were so dominant, and then someone gave them DeAndre Hopkins, Xavier Worthy. It's like, why? Why are you even doing
They have
that?
DeAndre Hopkins
They did, yeah. The year they
2 years ago. The year they
Yeah,
lost,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
The
yeah.
Eagles. The year they lost to Philly.
yeah, I think so.
Okay.
No, I don't know. I don't remember. But point
Okay.
is, they did have DeAndre, and it was. I remember everyone was just like, "Why even trade with them? Like, they're gonna win again. Why?" But yeah, another huge trade, which I was shocked until I realized how much James Harden has been passed around. Cleveland gets James Harden, and LA receives Darius Garland and a future second round pick. And just a heads up, Josh also despises James Harden.
All right. Well, since you said my name, I feel the need to talk. So
His podcast.
James Harden, the Cleveland Cavaliers had everything right, especially trading Darius Garland. The only thing they had wrong was the player they got in return. The Cavaliers went from a possible finals contending team to a team that's going to be eliminated if they're lucky in the second round. Dude, how do you screw that up? Like, you could have gotten so many other players.
It's Cleveland.
Hold on. Is
and-
James Harden as bad as Josh says?
James Harden is a great
No,
scorer.
Mark,
He's inefficient.
I'm asking Mark here.
But, dude, he sucks at defense.
He's
And-
not.
He's
I
hella
wouldn't-
inefficient.
I wouldn't say he sucks at defense.
I would.
I wouldn't say he's a great defender. I'd say he's okay. He is a good scorer. I would also say he's a good facilitator.
Is he a point guard?
Uh,
I did not know he was
Yes.
a point guard.
he goes back and forth between point and shooting guard.
I just knew he was a
Um,
6-man in OKC. That's all I knew.
For
But- Yeah,
For the
that's
Clippers-
very young.
the Clippers, I like it. Because there's two routes you can go if you're the Clippers. You run with Garland and see if you can make a run with Kawhi. That's kind of on how the season goes from here on out.
Kawhi's
Or-
playing really good too, right?
You guys just break it. You guys are in a spot where you can break it all down now.
Kawhi,
And I get trading Garland, like I said. He's had issues staying on the floor. So, it kind of makes sense to me why the Cavs would want to move on.
But-
Now, for me, the Clippers, actually, I give this trade a B plus for them.
Okay.
Because they have two ways they can go about this. For the Cavaliers, I'm going to have to give this one a D.
What I
also, wait,
what I
before you
don't
do, I
un-
do want to ask, is Kawhi is playing really good this year, right? If I'm correct.
Yes.
Yeah,
Like
but
kind of like a resurgence kind of thing, right?
what I don't understand
Not really.
from the Clippers, I don't know why they would trade Harden, only because they just started to figure out how to win games.
Yeah.
they have been playing really good basketball, Harden and Kawhi together, and then deadline comes and they're like, "Ha, we're winning, get him out." And now Harden has to go figure out how to play ball in Cleveland, and now the LA Clippers got to figure out how to ball with Garland.
Yep.
So I don't understand the trade, or like why the Clippers would trade Harden when he was playing good with them. You know, he's averaging 25 and 8. But yeah, other than that,
They didn't even get
I don't
draft
really
picks
like
for him either.
I don't like the trade for Cleveland. And I don't really like it for the Clippers either. I don't. I think that trade should have never happened. I think Harden should have stayed,
Would
unless he
you?
requested it. I don't know if he did or didn't. But
Mhm.
if I was the Clippers, I would have kept the team how it was, because even though they're 25 and 28 right now and they're 10th on the standings in the
Yeah.
Western Conference, like they're 7-4 in the division. They're 13-11 at home.
Would you say this was
They're
another
6-4 in the
trade
last
to just
10.
to make a trade?
No, there was reason behind it. It's
Okay.
just I don't understand the reason. Maybe in due time I will. I think LA was doing good with him though, so
Okay.
I don't get it.
Last one we'll talk about. Actually, we'll talk about two more. Here it is. Utah receives Jaren Jackson, Drock Landell, John Conchar, Vince Williams Jr., and Memphis receives Walter Clayton Jr., Kyle Anderson, Taylor Hendricks, George Niang, and 3 first-round picks. What the fuck did I just raise? Someone please explain that and give their thoughts on it.
Huge trade. Jaren Jackson is a beast. So I'm excited to see what he does out there in Utah. And I was very, very surprised that he was traded. Very surprised. I don't know how Josh feels about it, but I was surprised.
Honestly, this is kind of like the Anthony Davis trade, except without it, like, without the star player being injured, right?
Yep.
So, Jaren Jackson, amazing defender, depoy caliber defender. I think he has a depoy. And then the Grizzlies getting back 3 firsts. It all, to me, feels like it comes down to, do the Grizzlies trade Ja Morant and just start over? And
They might.
I
that's
think they
3
do
first
in the
rounders
offseason.
too.
And they'll pull another one out of Ja Morant, who's been a little bit off this year, I will say.
He's done a lot of questionable things.
On and off the court. I do know that.
On the court, I would just like he's explosive. And I think he did have a leg injury, which kind of sucks. And you kind of hope he can stay healthy.
Yeah.
But for the Jazz, it looks like a move that they're trying to get put over, kind of like the Wizards, where they're trying to protect jobs and bring in another star, because Markkanen's pretty good at basketball. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
You have, I think they got Keontae George. He's coming along very well as a guard. They have a good center in Walker Kessler. That interior defense is gonna be awesome. It comes down to, can the offense do enough to, win them more games? And I think that's what their strength was. I also do think that their perimeter defense is very shaky.
Yeah.
If I had to grade this, it's a good trade for both teams. I mean, Kyle Anderson still in the league still surprises me. He's a good shooter. He is bullied for being one of the slowest players. If I had to grade it, I'll give the Jazz a B- and the Memphis Grizzlies an A- because they're getting 3 firsts at the end of the day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we won't know the actual value of this trade until we see what they draft with it.
True, but at the same time, 3 first-round draft picks is
they got a hole.
pretty good.
They got a hole
That
for
means
sure.
you have a shot at 2 all-star players every draft class. So
Well,
pretty good.
the draft picks aren't like 3 straight years. In the
No,
NBA, I'm
yeah,
pretty
yeah.
sure there's a rule where you can't trade for back-to-back years.
Okay. Well, again, that's still you're setting your
Yeah.
team up for the future, basically.
Right, but by the time the last pick kicks in, your first pick that you got would either be re-signed, traded, or just left.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I still think that's worth it, though.
If the team drafts right, of course it is.
True. One last trade we'll talk about. We were initially going to skip over this one, but I actually feel like it's pretty important to cover. Trae Young. Totally forgot about that one. He got
We
traded.
talked about him a couple weeks ago.
Did we?
Yeah, we talked-
Well,
yeah,
then we never graded the trade or talked about who they got. So over at Washington gets Trae Young. Atlanta receives CJ McCollum and Corey Kispert. Just quick thoughts and a grade.
I don't know why the Wizards would do that. This was dumb. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna lie. I'm giving the
Yeah.
Wizards an F. Trae Young is not it. Yeah, he's a great passer. Credit where it's due. He's almost as
Wait,
great
let
a
me
passer
guess,
as
let me
Luka
guess.
Doncic.
Bad at defense.
He
Oh,
is the worst
Horrible.
perimeter defender in the
Horrible.
league.
Ooh,
Yeah.
okay, that's not good.
Yeah, I could agree with Josh. He's basically like a fly on the wall. You would just run right past him.
Okay, that's an awesome analogy. But
Yeah, at least he's faster than Luka, though.
I'm
Wow,
noticing a
that's
trend of Josh hitting players who can't play defense.
Yeah,
Well, that's a big part of the game.
because
No, that's
when
fair.
you can't play
That's fair.
defense, if
The
you're
other
the
team
number
scores.
one guy on a team and you can't play defense, you're not
Are
gonna
you,
win a
are,
ring.
are you really the number one guy then?
No,
You know?
You're not.
You're the number
gotta-
one guy, but you can't play defense, so you're not gonna win a ring.
So you're a liability for
Mhm.
50% of the time.
Bradley
like-
Beal couldn't carry those Wizards to the playoffs himself. Damian Lillard didn't win a ring for a reason.
Mhm.
Devin Booker not gonna win a ring. There's a reason.
We don't know that. He's on a new team now,
Yo, a
Luka
lot of Sun
Doncic,
hate, and I
Luka
don't.
Doncic not gonna win a ring for a reason.
or he's not on a new team now. Sorry, but you don't ever know. Luka's gonna win
the
a
only
ring
guy
if he
I cut
stays
slack
on
for-
LA.
The only guy I cut
He's
slack
not
for
winning a ring.
because he's proved me wrong is Nikola Jokic, and he's gotten better at defense.
That he's also like a
He al-
fucking
there's a-
3-time
He also
MVP.
just has a great supporting cast and the best point guard in the league, Jamal Murray.
Okay,
Oh my
pipe
god,
down.
bro!
As you can tell,
Pipe
Mark's a
down.
Nuggets fan.
Don't. Oh my god, bro. Jamal Murray's that guy.
Hey, he's not Jalen Brunson though, so pipe down.
He's that guy. I said what I said. That
Jalen
guy.
Brunson, best in the league.
That guy. That guy.
Wow, but we covered everything we wanted to talk about. Felt weird not talking about football, but it's a nice change of
Well,
pace.
so this trivia, Nick, is gonna have to be about basketball.
Well, it's true. It will be about basketball. But one more thing I do want to talk about that I kind of forgot about. We could do it real quickly. What do you guys think about the halftime show? Very divisive.
I didn't really like it,
Why is that?
and it's not because it was Spanish music or anything like that.
hmm
I thought the audio was pretty bad.
I did notice that, but I
it's
did
pretty
go back. I will
inconsistent.
say, I did go back and rewatch it. I do think it was just our speakers
I don't think so.
because the audio
I-
sounded
it-
fine on the YouTube.
And then I
performance.
also, I mean, he performed to send a message. I thought the message was good. Like if you read into the lyrics and like the time Lady Gaga came out and all that, like
Yeah,
he came out with a message. I just personally didn't like the performance.
yeah,
I
that's fair.
I thought other ones previous were better. Just my opinion. If you
Cancel
like,
me.
you know, everyone has
Go ahead,
it's an
cancel me.
opinion. Everyone cancel me. I don't care. No.
Cancel me. I don't care.
Everyone has their own taste when it comes to halftime shows. That one just
Yeah.
wasn't it for me.
No,
And
that's
it is
fair.
what it is.
I
thought
did
it
the
was
opposite.
a good show. Go ahead, Nick.
I think it was probably the best halftime show we've seen in years. I went back and rewatched it. The only one I have one complaint, and that's the ending choices in songs weren't as good.
So I want to break it down. So
Yeah.
you're saying it's one of the best. Is it better than last year's Kendrick?
Yes. And I'm a Kendrick fan saying that, by the way. Like, I'm a tier one Kendrick Glazer.
I don't think it was better.
I rewatched it. I do. Because Kendrick, don't get me wrong, Kendrick was great. I loved Kendrick. Kendrick's my favorite rapper on the planet. But just everything going on in Bad Bunny's performance, it just felt like there were so many different aspects of it. Like, he's on top of a house dancing. He falls inside the house. People getting married. Lady Gaga out of nowhere doing.
I think the choreography was good.
Exactly, dude.
But like, I don't know, the performance in a whole, I just didn't like.
I
just want to cut everyone off for a second. Cooper Flag out of Rising Stars game with a foot sprain.
Ooh.
During the All-Star break. Continue.
Is it the All-Star break?
No, eventually.
Okay. Yeah, we'll do an episode on that eventually. Yeah, I don't know. I will say, Bad Bunny's now on my playlist, so that's one thing.
I like his music.
Oh my god, his music's so good. I wish I heard Bad Bunny sooner, man. I added like 4 songs to my playlist today of his.
I prefer him as a wrestler though.
Oh, a great wrestler.
Josh,
what a guy. Man, I like that show. I'm not gonna lie. It was hyped. They teased me.
Why?
They had me thinking Daddy Yankee was coming out. I got excited. These two guys, they saw me jump up, get excited. I'm like, no way, is he really here?
Hey, they got Ricky Martin. I love Ricky Martin.
Lady Gaga, and then they showed Lady Gaga, and I'm like, love Lady Gaga. Don't get me wrong.
Hey,
I thought it was a very good halftime show. I loved it. I think that a part of it that made me love it even more is that even though I don't entirely feed into the Puerto Rican culture myself as a Puerto Rican, I should definitely lean into it more, like learn more about it. It was great in the cultural aspect.
Yeah. I mean,
100%. It was one of the best cultural showings that I've seen in a very long time.
Yeah.
I think as a performance itself, it is on the borderline of being top tier. It was a great show.
Top tier, you think?
I think that it's because I haven't listened to Bad Bunny wholeheartedly.
Dude, you should. If I came away with anything from the Super Bowl, it's that Bad Bunny is good at making music. But I don't think that's a surprise to anybody. Look, I think it's the best Super Bowl since Dr. Dre. I think it's the best Super Bowl performance in Dr. Dre and Snoop Dogg. And even then,
I liked this better than Kendrick too, by the way. I thought Kendrick was a very good show, but I think that Bad Bunny did a lot more.
Yeah, I think both were great. I just think one had a stronger ending. I think Kendrick had a stronger ending. I think Bad Bunny kind of had a weaker ending. Like, if he started on the late post and then transitioned to like that crowd at the end and then went off with like what's the song? DTMK, I think that's it. I'm sorry if I'm missing a few letters. I just added him to my playlist, guys, like 2 days ago. And it's another language. So, give me benefit of the doubt here. I think it would have been better. But again, dude, it was so good. I had a fucking great time watching it. And you know what? Every time I listen to a Bad Bunny song, I think of Seattle winning the Super Bowl. So you know what? That certainly, there might be a little bias to it.
I was going to say there has to be some bias.
Oh, for sure. There's bias.
Yeah.
But now to the final
Trivia!
part of the show.
Yes!
Trivia.
Trivia.
I mean, right?
It is
So,
2-2.
2-2. What do I give you guys normally 3 questions, right?
5. 5 questions.
5, okay.
And it's usually 5 questions. And fun fact about trivia, no one has won twice in a row.
Ooh.
So can Josh pull the inevitable? And
Okay.
win twice in a row, or is it my time to shine, man?
Might be your time to shine. All right. Well, I have some interesting. I'm gonna pull up some trivia questions.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I'm ready.
Editor's gonna love
Try
that
doing
one.
it again.
In Super Bowl LV, the Buccaneers played the Kansas City Chiefs. They won that game 31-9 as the Buccaneers dominated, but that's not the question I'm going to ask. Who played the halftime show?
J-Lo and Shakira.
Nope.
Dr. Dre.
Nope.
The Bucks defeated who?
The Kansas City Chiefs.
And it wasn't J-Lo and Shakira?
No, that was the year before.
Katy Perry.
That was years before.
Usher and Alicia Keys?
That was, I think, the year before the J-Lo one. No, that was a year after this one. No, it was the year after Dre.
Who the heck?
That was such a weird
The Weeknd.
performance, by the way. Yes, Mark got it.
The Weeknd. Yes, because
No.
it was the COVID year, and that was a terrible halftime
The
show.
Mirror.
Well, no, that was a
Yeah.
great halftime show.
No,
Stop
it
was
it.
not.
It was. It
No,
was
it wasn't.
terrible, bro.
Shout
And
out
it was only.
Abel.
It was.
Abel's
It was
awesome,
only,
but
he did the best he could with what he had, but
I thought it was great.
not
bad.
really.
No, yes, he did because everyone had a social distance, so he didn't really have nobody, like no crowd or nothing. He
He
just
had
had
a
that.
cool ass contraption that he got lost in the
No.
maze. That was funny.
No, I thought.
Wait, wasn't it in Tampa?
Yes.
I don't think they had like social distancing rules.
it
Wait a.
I
Way to
think
get
it
political.
was. It did happen in 2021 Jan or February. So
Right, because
I would
2020
assume-
wasn't COVID yet.
I think it was limited capacity.
Yeah,
Um,
very limited.
I thought it was a great halftime show, but I also love the Weeknd's music. Also, Usher halftime show,
I like the Weeknd too.
that was so weird.
I like
Because-
the Usher one.
That was
No,
just like,
it made me uncomfortable.
oh my
his
god,
performance
yeah,
made me
because he was
uncomfortable.
touching up on Alicia
Yeah.
Keys.
Yeah, that
Dude,
that-
that was mad funny because everybody was like, "Oh
Glad
man,
you find that
Alicia
funny,
Keys' husband, Alicia Keys' husband, either is the most secure person in the world, or they're getting divorced."
Hey man,
They got
at least-
divorced.
You know-
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding.
Who had a
I
worse
know, I
halftime show,
figured.
him or Drake? You think?
I don't remember the Drake one.
No, you remember the Kendrick one. Who had a worse halftime show, him or Drake? Like
Oh, Drake,
Alicia
easily.
Keys' husband or Drake?
Easily, because I
Easily
mean,
Drake.
yeah.
Yeah, but okay.
Next question.
Trivia question. I just want to point out how random the Usher one was. Besides the big three of Tom Brady, Joe Montana, and sorry, hold on. I have to pull up the actual big list just to make sure. Besides Tom Brady, Joe Montana, and Patrick Mahomes, name one of the three players other than Eli Manning with 2 Super Bowl MVPs.
Wow, you would say other than Eli.
Yes, because that's a layup.
yeah, because I know it.
Yes, because
Troy
you're a
Aikman?
Giants fan. I feel like that's
Well-
completely fair to be like, other than Eli, Montana, Mahomes, and Brady.
John Elway,
No.
No, Elway only has one.
Troy Aikman.
Nope.
Ooh.
Franco Harris.
No. You're learning.
More than one.
Ben Roethlisberger.
Nope.
No, he only has one.
Yes, Antonio Holmes won the other one, which I
Right.
found out the other
He
day.
made the catch.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh Jesus!
I'll give you a hint.
What era?
Not ours.
No, like 2000s, 2010s,
Uh,
90s.
they are older. I think they are older than the 80s. They are old. I can't give you an exact date on the top of my
Do
head.
we know them?
You should. You definitely, for a fact, know one of them.
Bart Starr.
Yes, Josh, you get it. It was just guess one.
Okay.
He was the first two, I'm pretty sure.
He was one. The other one, do you guys want to guess?
No.
No.
For funsies. Okay. I'm gonna give you one hint, and if you can't get it on this, it's teammate of Franco Harris.
I don't remember the
Yeah,
quarterback.
don't
Terry
know.
Bradshaw.
I should have known that.
Should have known that one.
Okay, well now we're getting to the NBA. Enough football
NBA.
questions. We ask them every week.
It's 1-1.
1-1.
NBA time, and we're gonna go with an easy one just to get you warmed up. Who has the most MVPs in the NBA history?
LeBron James.
Nope.
Michael Jordan.
Jordan.
Nope.
Yeah. Oh, Russell.
Nope.
Bill Russell.
Magic Johnson.
No.
Larry Bird.
No. You're gonna feel stupid once you realize.
Wilt Chamberlain.
No.
Kobe Bryant.
No.
Thank God. Is it
like
Jokic?
MVP, like regular season MVPs?
Yes. He is the most in
Jokic?
NBA history.
Jokic?
No,
only has
no,
three.
no. It's not Jokic.
Bob Cousy.
No. Okay. Do you want a hint?
Shaq?
It's definitely not Shaq.
He was
Yeah,
drafted.
what position?
Okay. You want position or where he got drafted? I feel like position would be the giveaway.
All right, so drafted.
He was drafted to the Bucks.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Yes.
Kareem. Yeah. Fuck.
Josh got another.
I'm
So
mad
it's
at myself. I
2-1.
gotta know that one.
Yeah, I was surprised you didn't
I'm
get
put on the spot. It's because
You
I was
guys
put on
guess
the spot.
everyone but Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Okay, well, yeah, he has 6, which is the most ever.
Dang.
Doesn't Jordan also have 6?
No, Jordan has 5.
Oh,
Ooh.
okay.
Okay, this one's really hard, and I don't think you'll get, but I'm gonna ask it anyway. If it doesn't work, we'll just cut this out. Who is the most traded player in NF or NBA history?
What era?
His rookie year
90.
was 2005.
Oh my God. James Johnson?
No.
2005.
I'm going to give you a lot of hints on this one because I don't think you'll get it.
What
Oh,
what
God.
position?
He was a small forward and shooting guard.
Kyle Korver?
Nope. He won a championship in 2009.
What team was that?
Boston.
French. Boston.
There's actually the Lakers.
Or Lakers. Yes, you're right. Yes.
When did he retire?
He retired
Meta World Peace.
2022.
2022.
He got
Definitely
traded.
not
He got traded a total of 11 times. He was drafted to the New York Knicks in 2005.
New York Knicks. J.R. Smith?
Nope. I don't
Iman
think you're gonna
Shumpert?
get it. Nope.
J.R. Smith didn't. He got drafted by like Charlotte or something.
Denver.
No, Charlotte.
I'm pretty sure it was Denver. Because he used to play with Melo in Denver.
Yes, but I'm
Okay.
pretty sure he was a Charlotte beforehand.
He was 16th in voting for the 2009 Defensive Player of the Year. And he was top 17 in voting for Defensive Player of the Year from 2012 to 2016.
Yo, I got no idea.
I don't think you guys are going to get this. All right. I'm calling out the big hint. First name's Trevor.
Ariza.
Yep. Mark got it. He is the most traded player in NBA history, being traded 11 times.
Damn.
What is the score now? 2-2 or 2-1?
I think
2-2.
it's 2-2.
Ooh.
This is the final one.
Final one. Here we go.
Okay. I have to find a hard one now to match.
I
that.
would never have guessed Trevor Ariza as a decoy candidate.
Yeah, he was for like 5 years.
I almost said Tony Allen.
No,
You know
he
what?
wasn't
Fuck
that
it.
early.
All right. NBA trivia. All right. In 2000 and 2001 season, who was the rookie of the year?
Udolph.
AI.
Nope, he was the MVP that year.
That would make sense.
Is he was it Tony Parker?
No.
Steve Nash.
Nope.
Yo, Mark, you're gonna scare me with every answer.
Also, shout out. We have a Game 5 situation.
Wait. You said rookie of the year?
I did.
Oh fuck. Okay.
Michael Jordan.
Not even gonna respond.
Kobe.
No. All right, you guys gonna
What year
hit.
did Kobe-
What
what year
team?
did Kobe-
I feel like it's a giveaway, so I'm gonna give you
Okay.
position. Small forward and shooting guard.
Vince Carter.
Yes. Oh.
Tracy McGrady.
Nope.
Ooh.
Can you give us a conference?
Sure. I have to Google NBA conferences though.
If
Yeah,
you
yeah.
tell me what team, I'll tell you what conference.
Yeah. I'm sure you can. He is. He is in the Eastern Conference. He was in the Eastern Conference at the time.
I think year
Oh.
2000.
Yes.
2001 season.
He was on a lot of
Kevin
different
Garnett?
teams. No.
Paul Pierce?
Nope.
And you said small forward shooting guard?
Yep. All right, I'll give you another hint. I'm gonna tell you the team.
How
You
long
ready?
did he play for?
His rookie year was obviously the 2001 season. He retired in 2017.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, so he played for a long time.
Andre would no. Can't be Iggy.
He's also white. I think.
Jason Williams? No.
Nope.
He was a point guard.
Mark, I'm gonna give you a guess, and if you don't get it, I'll give you all a
Well,
hint.
it's gonna be a guess with both of us.
Okay. I'm gonna give you all the team. So be ready.
Yep.
Orlando Magic.
Penny Hardaway?
No.
No.
This guy actually didn't really do much.
Did he win a championship?
He did 2 times.
What years?
I have to.
Was it
figure
later
that out.
on in his career?
Cavaliers in 2015. Did he win one there? Or no, he was on the Heat from 11 to 13.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Miller.
Oh my god. Mike.
Yo,
Oh.
Mark got it.
Shooter. The
Yeah.
shooter.
Yeah.
So the 2 in a row streak continue. No one has won 2 in a row. Mike Miller.
The
An
Heat
elite?
gave it
Oh.
away. Thank God, bro.
I'm not gonna lie, I had no idea which when he
The
won
Cavs was the
championships.
one
I
for
had to
me
look.
because I thought of Joe Harris, and I'm like, oh wait, the guy before Joe Harris.
I almost was like Shane Battier, but I was like, you said Mike, and I was like, Mike Miller.
Yeah, next week I'm gonna throw some NASCAR trivia in for the Daytona
Oh, wow.
500. But
Dale Earnhardt,
Jimmy
Dale Earnhardt,
Johnson.
Dale Earnhardt.
okay,
Jimmy
so
Johnson.
you guys named
Jeff
2
Gordon.
drivers, 3.
Jeff
okay,
Gordon.
that's more than I thought.
Dale Earnhardt Jr.
Oh, that was a layup.
Roger Federer.
Nope, wrong sport. Also,
Rory
yeah, we'll talk
McIlroy.
about. We'll do some Olympic trivia too
Phil
next week.
Mickelson.
But
I would love to talk about the Olympics next week.
yeah, I've
Danica
been
Patrick.
watching those figure skaters, dude. Fire.
They
But
cook,
anyways, amazing.
Also, shout out to the drones. Those drones are crazy fast. They go 70 miles an hour. Fun fact.
All right, what are you talking about?
Wow.
The Olympic drones. That
Yeah, the ones that record.
Okay. Shout out drones, I guess. Anyways,
AI.
this has been the episode. Josh, give us a crappy
And with
outro.
that said, just like the New England Patriots, the
Yeah.
season is over.
Not for me though. I want a championship.
Yeah, but the Patriots season lasted longer than the Jets.
Oh!
That's the Jets.
Oh!
And the
Seahawks
Giants.
win. Seahawks win. Seahawks win.